The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 370. Being recorded on September 27, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as JesusWalksAlot. Today I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief, Henley Merrill is back. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
Yeah. What's up, man? How's it going? Glad to be back here on a
Howdy.
Monday. Things are well.
On a very fine Monday, Gunny. That's right. Gaming is wonderful right now, actually. It's a nice, cool, breezy 65 degrees in this room. It's pretty cold, actually. I'm starting to get chilly.
I think that's what it is. What it is here, because we actually got a teeny bit of rain, but it's not enough to put the fires out. You know why? Just again, all that rain is up by you. It's
a lot of rain up. No, but in this room it's 64 degrees or 65 degrees right now. I have the AC on. Temperature. This room is fucking cold right now. It's chilly. I have a nice cold beer in my hand. It's a nice day, Gunny. Anyways, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, friends. Our friend, the Mayonnaise, could not make it today. He is gone. He died.
He was trying to change a tire. I think it's his daughter's car or his spare car. And yeah, I think she accidentally pushed the jack. Splat! There he went. Rip, Mayo.
Rip.
He tried. You can't crawl under a Camaro like that.
It's pretty lowered. It's too low to the ground. No, he's not dead, people. He's alive, but he's doing hobo stuff, like changing tires. I thought he had a butler for that type of stuff.
He used to, remember? What? Now he lives in the ghetto.
He used to. Yes. See, back in the day, he would have just told his butler, like, a fucking NASCAR pit crew would have ran out there and fucking changed it in 2 seconds. Nowadays, he has to do everything himself. Fucking loser.
Yeah, he forgot how to do it. He forgot how to operate a jack.
It's a fucking loser move right there. You know, before he would just call his NASCAR fucking pit crew team. They'd be out there in 2 seconds. Zoom, 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 fucking taking out tire out. Fucking feeling it. Go. Fucking cleaning his windshield and shit. Oh, man. That sucks. Sucks when you're a hobo, Mayo. Welcome to the normal life.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah, welcome to the nice hobo life like the rest of us. God damn it, you. Anyways, let's give a quick shout out to our friends over at Patreon, patreon.com/horrible gamers that support the show with the monies and keep this show ad free. This is the only ad you hear, people, in the whole show. We could have a lot more ads, right, Gunny?
But we had a couple.
I don't want to put more ads. Years. This is the only ad I want to put. That's why I love these people. That's why I love them. That's why I love Leahy, the legendary Big D, Jason Sams, Robert Noble, Sean Petrek, Chad, Vader Holic, The Commandalorian, Native Lives Matter, Henley M, Porchapu, Nypron, the best HGP host ever, John Jerome, Evan the Grower Not a Shower, Big D Tanaka, represent, Jonathan Titan, Big D Hall, and the first HGP Patreon, Bill, still even the biggest D, Garner II. Thank you guys for supporting the show with the monies, the big money bags over here, big money bags. Wow.
Thank you guys, especially all y'all on the West Coast represent. And our East Coasters.
I love all you guys. Yeah. What's up now, Gunny? What's up now?
Even the middle America.
Yeah. Anyways.
And our Canadian
That's
friends.
the Patreon. Hey. That's the Patreon list. Got that out of the way. Okay. You can also support the show by listening to us on different podcast platforms. We are available on everything from Audible to Pandora Radio to Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Player FM. What else, Gunny? Name some, Gunny. Name some. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Come on, Gunny.
If you go to what was I going to say? If you just go to Alexa, what's Alexa? Is that Amazon?
Yeah, that's Amazon.
Yeah, just say, Alexa, play the latest Horrible Gamers podcast, and she will. It'll work.
It'll fucking work. And Yeah, pretty much. We are available on everything.
We're also available on YouTube. Now, once this show is posted, it's automatically uploaded to YouTube as well. We are on there. Is it an audio form?
Yeah. Anyways, go listen to us everywhere you can listen to us at. Also, the newest platform we're available on is Facebook. Facebook actually uploads our podcast entirely into Facebook. It just uploads it onto Facebook into our page. You can actually go to our page and listen to the new shows. I don't know if the old shows are on there, but I know for a fact the last three are on there, and they're titled and everything. And you can just press play while you're on the Facebook machine and listen that way as well. If you didn't know, now you know. Right, Gunny? Right.
Now you know.
But yeah. Anyways, shout out to all that stuff. Also, go like our page, Horrible Gamers Podcast. It's our page. There's a group. You join that group. There's also a Discord community for the people that don't know. There's a Discord link in the show notes themselves on this podcast. Go to show notes. There's a Discord link in there. You click that link. It'll open a browser on your phone or on your computer, one of the two, and it'll take you over to Discord. You make an account. If you don't have one, you go into our server, and we'll say, welcome to the HGP Discord server. Woo, woo. You get to talk to a lot of different people on there. There's all kinds of people on there. And yeah. So go join the Discord. All right, Gunny? Go.
Do it. Come over, join us. Ask us for the link if you don't know what it is.
Don't ask us. Just don't be a hobo. Just go to show notes. God.
Well, what if you're like not a hipster like me?
You don't know how to
use a millennial.
You don't know how to use the internet? You don't know how to click on a link? Well, then we're in trouble.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're in trouble. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you can buy some gear over at Redbubble. Head over to Redbubble and get yourself a nice face mask, maybe an acrylic block, some socks, a shower curtain. I know a lot of you need that shower curtain this time of year. Mm-hmm. Get yourself a nice jacket, Gunny, a sweater. It's sweater weather now. Is that what we call it? Sweater weather.
It is sweater. It is sweater weather.
Yeah.
Say that fast.
Sweater weather. Yeah. Woo! Get that going. Yeah. Get yourself some nice sweaters. Yeah. Yeah. You know you like them big hoodies. Them big hoodies, Gunny. Go get them big hoodies now.
So they can't see it, right? And wearing a mask, you can do all kinds of things.
And then use a fleece blanket as well. Get yourself some nice stuff. Okay. Anyways, that's over on Redbubble. Just search Horrible Gamers on there. You'll find us. And a big shout out to the intro and outro music of the podcast. Shout out to Phantom Menk for the music of the show. You find his music on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, all that other shit. Just type in Phantom Menk and the stuff will pop right up. I'm pretty sure, because I know I've done it. I've done it on Pandora myself. It just pops up. And of course, there's other artists that play on Pandora with his music. They're all kind of the same style of music, which you would say is chiptune, Gunny. Chiptune.
What tune?
Chiptune, Gunny. Chiptune, motherfucker.
Chiptune.
It's called you some bitch. Anyways, since Mayo's not here, we're gonna talk about my Camaro. Oh yeah, I got a big white Camaro. Got a Mayo.
When he was messaging us, he was showing us tires, I was like, oh, he got some new wheels, man. He got some new wheels, but no, it had a big nail in it. I was like, what's this? Huh? Okay, not new tires. But he might need them. Or his kid might need them now.
He should put like big old fucking truck tires on that car, like big old mud tires.
Well, if you're going through cornfields,
lift that some
probably
bitch.
need those.
What is it, like a Mazda or something? Lift that fucker and put like big old mud tires on there. Yeah.
That I did watch Fury Fast 9 this past weekend.
Okay.
And of course, Dom's got to have it's a car, but it was lifted up, not jacked up really high, but yeah, it's got to be lifted up like that.
Oh, you mean Put some magnets in there like they did in the movie.
Yeah, that was silly as hell.
We're going to put magnets in our car and we're going to drag fucking 3-ton pickups that probably weigh 4 tons because of all the armor they have on them.
They just used that throughout the whole movie,
so
didn't they?
Stupid. It's so stupid. Like, there's no way a little tiny muscle car can, with magnets, pull 2-ton, like 2 big-ass fucking 5-ton armored vehicles, dragging them on its side or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
No way, dude.
I think my favorite part of no spoilers here if you haven't watched that movie, but it was just like, because I just saw it yesterday, was just like the other movies where he's like he's getting blown up and there's explosions and fire in that big armored tank vehicle, and then he jumps out the last second and the jet comes and blows up, and the vehicle goes off the cliff, and he's kind of like down on one knee, because Dom, right? You'll never see him like hit the ground, rarely ever. He stands up, he's got like the cleanest white shirt on, he's like not even a scratch, right? Like, and cut. All right, put a new shirt on him. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That movie's so cheesy. I think they just know it's cheesy at this point. They don't give a fuck. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, they don't care.
Like,
yeah.
Everyone's just coming back. How did this guy come back? Everyone's just coming back to life. The bad guys are the good guys now. Half of them are the good guys now. You know what I mean? They're all good.
Yeah.
Every bad guy turns into the good guy. It's like that's the plot of the movie. Hey, there's this new bad guy. New bad guy knows you guys from somewhere in the past. New bad guy hates Dom and his family. Now
but they
Dom,
are family.
Yeah, no. But now Dom has to fight this guy or this girl. But then Dom finds out they were family at some point, Gunny. And they make amends. And at the end of the movie, they change their ways. And they become part of the family.
Yeah.
And they're all barbecuing back in L.A. in that fucking house.
Right?
In the fucking ghetto.
It's fine. No, everybody's family. We're all cool. We're not going to try to kill each other.
Yeah, everybody just went back to L.A. and is barbecuing in this ghetto-ass house in the front yard. That was the same house Dom was living in like 40 years ago in the first movie.
Right, still looks the same. Yeah.
Still looks the same, ghetto-ass house, but there's Lamborghinis and shit parked all around that motherfucker now. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, really, dude? Yeah. Really? Wow. Fucking stupid.
But for our audience listeners out there, I definitely recommend you watch it. It's Fast and Furious. You have to. It's like, just have to watch it. It's like Star Wars. You got to watch it, even if you're going to hate it or not like the story in this one, but you got to watch it. What else we got here?
Oh, sorry. I was messaging Nypron. He might be joining us here in a bit. But, anyways, yeah, man. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck was I going to bring up? What the fuck was I going to bring up? I forgot. You just threw me off, Gunny.
I know. Sorry. I think...
oh, you son of a bitch. God damn it.
I don't know. Do we have any feedback from...
Oh, yeah. Show feedback time, you motherfucker, you.
We had show something feedback in here. Time. Maybe.
Sure, Pockets. One of our loyal listeners, Mr. Evan, the Growing Art Shower, Big D Tanaka, said, number 369 at 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 38 seconds. He quoted me saying, ow, my balls, ow. I was laughing because I remember I said that on the mic and I was like, fuck, someone's going to catch that. I wonder who. And it sure was somebody. Fucking Evan.
I'm going to give the backstory on that one.
Well, the thing is, I was trying to sit down and I heard my balls sitting down like a boomer or something, bro. Like, it was just one of those boomer moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had those.
Like, it was like, oh man, like, am I sitting down? What's going on? I don't know. And it was just a boomer moment, dude. Yeah.
I guess I was just, where was I?
You were there. You and Mayo were right there in front of me. Like, you guys were talking about something, and I came back from downstairs or something. I went to go take a drink of water. I don't know. I did something, and I walked away, and I came back in. And I was like, oh, my balls. I was like, in my head, I thought, fuck, someone's going to catch that. I wonder who. And then, sure enough, it was Evan.
Of course, the grower, not a shower is.
Yeah. And then Vader Holic was right. He said, laugh out loud, he must have sat on him.
Yep. We got a winner.
And Leahy says, give us HGP dog jackets. I mean, that actually wouldn't be a bad idea, Gunny. We need to look into that for real.
Everybody has dogs these days.
We could even make cat jackets. Why are you being animal racist?
We can. Do they come? Okay. Do they have horse jackets? Because I love my horses.
Horses do wear jackets.
Well, they wear blankets, right? HGP blanket.
Let's look at these. We're gonna find someone that makes dog jackets, and we can do it.
Probably Petco, or who else is out there?
No, but they probably charge you up the ass to get it done, like in bulk.
They want 40%.
Yeah. We got to cut out the middleman, Gunny. We got to make our own dog jackets.
There's probably like a lady out there. She'll just make any custom jacket for your pet.
So some old lady out there just making custom jackets.
Probably make them for your bird too.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, I guess we get what we've been playing this week, and I've been playing some games, Gunny. So of course I went back and played some more Deathloop.
I almost said Mass Effect.
No, I haven't played Mass Effect at all this week. You're wrong, Gunny. Dead wrong. Damn it. Fucking wrong there. All right, I played some more Deathloop, and of course, I haven't beat it. I just haven't had time to really play that much this week. But what I have played of it has been fun. I just haven't really. I guess I haven't really progressed the story any more than I already have. What I already have, where I was at last week, is where I'm at this week. Let's put it that way. Like, I didn't progress the story at all. I'm in the same fucking spot. So I have a few slabs. I already know the secrets of a few people. I found the secret place where Juliana is hiding, and I need to find out how to get the codes to disable the thing the place that she's in. I think it shuts off the power or something to it, and that way I can access it and kill her too. Because she's part of the death loop also, you know what I mean? So she's part of the group of visionaries. So I gotta kill all the other people and her to break this loop. And, yeah, so I look forward to figuring that out. The reason I didn't play it much this week also was because I wanted to give Bethesda about a week or so to patch the fucking game. To patch the fucking game, man. Yeah. There are some game-breaking bugs in there. Like I said, those two bugs that I encountered where you pause the game, it's either halfway in a mission or something to check, because there is no mini-map. You got to pause the game to check your map. And it's bullshit that they fucking pretty much don't fucking, it's just a bug, that if you pause the game, it'll just break on you. That's not cool, man, because you have to restart everything. Like, all the progress you made up to that point in the mission, if you killed the visionary, you got their slab, you got all this fucking residium, you got all these cool guns, you killed Juliana because she invaded your game, you got all this cool shit. Even if you made all that progress, you lose it all, and it's kind of bullshit. I don't like that. It's one of those Bethesda bugs that pisses you off, and they have it in almost every single fucking game they ever make. Like, especially all their good games, like fucking Elder Scrolls and Fallouts. They always have these fucking stupid bugs that it's like, how do you guys not, is this like a thing? Do you guys just do this on purpose? Do you guys put these bugs in your game, like, just to make them shitty? Like our game is great, but we're going to put these bugs in there just to make it a little shitty for everyone. You know what I mean? Not everyone,
it's got to have jank.
Not everyone is going to get to experience this jank free. All of you are going to have a little bit of jank, but some of you are going to get really fucked over, and you're going to lose all your progress. But that's part of progress here, okay? It's fucking bullshit.
You probably know more on this, but so that's Arcane, right? Is that what else is involved? And I'm sure, and they kind of work under that Bethesda umbrella. So I mean, that does kind of tell you right there.
Yeah,
it's going to be somewhat buggy. I don't know, like in previous titles, like Dishonored or Death of an Outsider, like if any of those, launched with bugs. Unlike obviously a Fallout game, where that's under the true Bethesda name itself.
Yeah, no. Pretty much they are published by Bethesda, so yes, they work directly with... I'm pretty sure they work with Bethesda. Arcane does. Because they've been doing it since Dishonored. They've been working with Bethesda a long time now, and, that's like 10 years ago, dude.
Yeah, I mean, same, all under one umbrella now, but, I mean, it has been, but, it's all Microsoft-owned, but, we'll see how those Microsoft dollars really impact. I don't think it's going to change much. You know what I mean? It's just still going to have, a lot of those same bugs or whatever, just the way those things are developed. But now, Jesus, are you that kind of person? Do you go, like, when you're playing a game like Deathloop? Now, do you go and follow them on Twitter and just kind of like checking for updates to the game?
No.
That's for me. Me personally, I will. I'll go definitely follow them. And
the only games that I do that for is games that I really love, like Red Dead Redemption 2. I will follow those motherfuckers and follow all the updates they do to it and check on shit. But if I don't care about your game, I don't fucking care. I don't follow it.
Yeah. I mean, that's it for me. Like, where I'll definitely do that. I'll go follow fan accounts and stuff, and just to be updated on a daily basis on, what's next. Like Cyberpunk, I followed them for probably like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I still follow them.
And other fan accounts, yeah.
Yeah, like I still follow Cyberpunk. I follow Call of Duty. Even though I only post about is Warzone, really. I follow Battlefield. I follow Red Dead. Just those games really is the games that I follow. Sometimes I'll follow Madden just to see what Madden is doing, which I think I'm gonna buy that game this year on the PS5. I know it already came out. I'm like a month late on it, but I'm probably gonna buy it on the PS5 just to play it.
Yeah.
So I usually play it on the PC through was it that EA Premiere? I'll sign up for that for a month because it's only $15 a month. And the cool thing about the EA Premiere is when you sign up for that one, you get the Ultimate Edition of games. So when you sign up for that and you play Madden, you get all those fucking extra card packs and shit that you can open. And I don't know what it is, man, but it's really satisfying to open those card packs that are not really real. You know what I mean?
It can be addicting.
You hear the noise and you open it and you get all these cards and all these players and you're like, whoa, I got a legendary blah blah blah, Randy Moss or whatever the fuck. Or, it's really cool, man. You get classic players like fucking Troy Aikman or Emmitt Smith and you're like, whoa, I got a fucking 1994 or whatever the fuck, player. And whoa, this is a fucking legendary card or whatever. It's really
got
fucking
the dream
cool.
team.
Yeah. And then you get online and you're doing really good, and it's skill-based matchmaking, so it'll put you against players that it thinks that it's ranked the same as you are, and then all of a sudden you'll run into a player that has all fucking star players on his team, all of them are rank 90 or higher, and it fucking sucks, Gunny. It sucks.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I got really into the online, dude. I played I played 4 seasons online. And the first season, I made it to the playoffs. And I think I lost, my first game in the playoffs, because, you make it to the playoffs, in real life, you play through, 9 or 10 games. It's shorter than an actual season, because the actual season is 17 games, but in the game, they'll have it to where it's, 12 games or whatever per season. And then it's the playoffs, and there's the championship. So I got to the playoffs. I lost my first game, whatever, I restarted the next season, and I went through my entire season. I made it to the playoffs, and then I made it to the Super Bowl, dude. And I won the Super Bowl. It was fucking dope. That was really cool, man. It was really cool being, in a Super Bowl game where you're playing against another player,
Yeah.
That was a unique experience. I was like, this is why people love this shit so much, because it's like you're playing chess almost, and you've been collecting these pieces or whatever, and you got the right pieces at the right time, and you're just like, fuck yeah, my team is able to compete against this guy's team, and you find out because usually what happens in every match, it's the first 2 seconds of the game, Either you or the other guy will pause the game, right? Whoever pauses, because you only get so many pauses per game, so you burn a pause. In that pause, if they pause before you or you pause before them, both of you have to take that time to look at the other person's roster, because you can. So you run over real quick, you tab over to their roster, and you check who their starting players are. And that's how right away you'll know if they have like a good quarterback. You'll know who their running back is, and you'll see who their wide receivers are, or who their star players are, and that way you know who to start targeting. Like oh, this motherfucker has really good wide receivers, so it means he's probably gonna be throwing the ball left and right. Or oh, this guy has a really good offensive line and a really good running back. It means he's probably gonna run the ball a shitload in this game. Or this guy has a good running back and good wide receivers. I'm really fucked all around.
Yeah.
So you gotta like and that kind of determines how the game plays out. And you can also check to see if their players are injured, so if their players are out of the game or not. Because in the season, if your player gets injured and your player gets a major injury, he's out for 2 or 3 games, and he's out 2 or 3 online games. You literally cannot bring him back, until he's out for 2 or 3 games or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's really hard. It's like real football. It's kind of like almost like fantasy football, but virtual. Like online. Like you're actually playing it. You know what I mean? It's kind of what it is, really. And then you spend real money on the cards, and you get all these points and all these coins and shit. And then if you win the championship, you get like all these extra coins and all these extra packs. And then they'll bump you up and like, okay, now you're in the fucking gold league, or you're in the silver league, or you're in the diamond league. I think the diamond is the highest league in the Madden game you can get. And those guys are hardcore, Gunny. You think like there's hardcore players in the bronze league. There's like super hardcore players in the diamond league. Like these motherfuckers are unstoppable. They might as well be coaching real football fucking games. You know what I mean? Like they know everything. Yeah. They know formations and lineups and all this shit, motherfucker. They know, all right, this motherfucker's running a 3-4 defense. We gotta fucking do this, and that, to combat this shit. It's fucking wild, Gunny. It's wild, Gunny, and Madden.
That is some wild stuff, man. I haven't been watching football as much lately. Like I might watch, like I don't know, whatever it is, Raiders, a Niners game. Usually 30 minutes, I'm like, I'm gonna go play a video game. Go play me an action game. Watch a movie.
Nice.
But how long? Like, so you mentioned the Super Bowl. I remember you talking about this a couple of years ago or 3 years ago. But so when you pause or whatever, is it like a real timeout where it's 30 seconds or 45 seconds? Whatever it is.
It is timed. You don't have like an infinite timeout. Like your timeout is, I think it's timed to 1 minute. Yeah, because there is times where you'll play in a match, and if the other player is losing, they'll troll you. They will fucking troll you at the end of the quarter, like the end of the fourth quarter. They'll just keep pausing at the end.
Okay, like the timer just kind of burns up a little bit.
Yeah, no, but like say I'm down a field goal, and I'm doing really good this last drive, and I'm in the fourth quarter. There's a minute left on the clock. And I'm driving the ball down the field, right? I'm getting closer and closer to the end zone. And I'm about to get into field goal range. And what will they do? They'll pause the game. And they'll just leave it paused for the whole minute. So you got to sit there and, and it kind of, I think it's almost like in real life, when like the coaches call a timeout when the kicker's about to kick a field goal to win the game. They'll call a timeout before they snap the ball. Like as soon as they're about to snap it, they call a timeout, real quick, and it'll like the referees will blow the whistle and they'll be like, "Oh, that didn't count as a kick. That was a timeout was called right before the snap." It's kind of like that. They're trying to ice you, pretty much. They're trying to because usually when you're driving the ball down the field, you start building a strategy. If you're saying like, okay, man, my say like my running game is doing really good all of a sudden, the person is doing really bad with running game, or say like I'm doing really good with passing right now. I maybe I injured one of their cornerbacks or something, you know what I mean, or I injured their safety, or injured their defensive back, or their linebacker or something like that. That really, can change the game for you, Gunny. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, say they have a star player, like a star linebacker or something, and you injure them. then all of a sudden that really opens up your playbook because now maybe their backup is not nearly as good as their starter. You know what I mean? They usually aren't because you usually have your star players and like the backups are usually not really ever that good. You know, and so like it's like in real life, man. You got to take advantage of those situations. You know, and like I said, sometimes in fourth quarters they will troll you it's like real life trolling, man. These motherfuckers will pause the game and they'll just pause the game. So you just sit there, and it's like, and then you see a timer. It's like 59, 58, 57, 56, right. 55, and you're like, oh, this motherfucker, dude. And then you're like, you'll get okay, and then it'll start up again, and then like your players will walk onto the field, and you're about to line up and snap the ball or whatever, and right before you stop the ball, timeout. The game is paused again. It's like, oh yeah, pause the game, and he's like 59. 58. And the thing is, they only get so many per like the game kind of prevents them from keeping like trolling too much because you only get like 3 per game or 4 per game. And once that's done, you're done. You know what I mean? Like you can't you can't pause the game anymore. You gotta fucking take a risk of, if you gotta take a piss, you gotta walk away and hope your fucking uncontrolled player fucking doesn't mess it up for you guys. You know what I mean?
Or you can use bots, right?
Well, I mean. Usually, with the game, the way it plays, you know, it's the you're really controlling the player that you have on, you know, and sometimes it'll automatically switch to the player that's near the ball, but most of the time it doesn't. You know, like you have to switch it if you're on defense. So if you're just a lineman or whatever, and just walk away as a lineman, everyone else will kind of do their thing, you know, and you just gotta hope that the guy doesn't fuck up your fucking defense or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Madden it's a dope fucking game. Like I said, it's so addicting. Cause just talking about it makes you want to play it. But dude, you spend so much money on those Madden packs. So much money. Gunny, I spent hundreds of dollars a year.
Ooh. Yeah, I remember you talking about like had to buy the ultra premium.
Bro, I was legit buying card packs like every other week, like just like maybe I buy like $10 more worth. Maybe I'll buy $20 more worth, Gunny. Maybe I'll get a good player if I buy $20 worth. And then sometimes they'll hit you with, oh, it's Christmas time, so we got a special 25 packs for the price of 10. Buy now or lose out on this sale. It's only a 24-hour sale. And you're like, fuck, I gotta buy that. I gotta buy all those fucking cards. So, yeah, it's shitty. Anyways, we got a special guest on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Replacing the fucking hobo-ass Mayo with this non-NASCAR pit crew tire changing. Nypron is back. Nypron, welcome to the show.
Yo, what's up? How you guys doing?
Hey, what's up, Nypron? How you been? Glad
pretty good. Just
you got a very
playing some video games. A lot of video games.
Very purple
You've
background.
come to the right place, my friend.
Good.
Yeah. Anyways, so besides all that, Gunny, I've been playing one game really this whole week, and this is the game that's taking up most of my time. And that game is Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, you were texting us something about the definitive edition or whatever it is that came out.
It looks incredible, dude. Like, you know, like it looks good on the PS4 Pro. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty decent. But on the PS5 with the definitive edition, it is true 4K. Like, it is in 4K, so it has 4K textures, and it's running at 60 frames. So you got 4K and 60 frames. The detail in the game is incredible, dude. Like the armor, the way that the characters look, just the armor that the characters, you know, that your character is wearing, the different armor sets he can put on or whatever, and the blood splatter when you kill people, the blood on the sword and the blood that splatters all over him, or the mud, or whatever the fuck gets on your character, the rain, etc. It's fucking nuts. But I finally beat the game, dude. So I was, you know, this week, Monday, I kind of just started playing it, and I was like, you know what, should I play Deathloop or this? And then I kind of just, you know what, I told myself I gotta beat Ghost of Tsushima. I gotta beat it, man. I got the DLCs waiting for me. I gotta beat this shit. So I started just playing the main story. because I had done a lot. I still have some of the side stuff to do, but not as much as most people that probably didn't do a lot of stuff. Because I did a lot of it. Like most of it, I already did. But yeah, I ended up running into the story, and man, that story, it's really good, dude. So I don't know if you know this, but like it's about, you know, this island in Japan that got invaded by the Mongolians. And the fucking Mongolians come over there, they invade the island, they capture your uncle, which is Lord Shimura of the Shimura clan, and which is a samurai clan, and you pretty much go and rescue your uncle after like doing all this crazy shit. Your uncle gets kind of pissed off at you because he says you fight with no honor because you kind of do a lot of sneaky shit like ninjas, kind of like thieves. Because this thief chick shows you how to be like stealthy. She tells you like, okay, look, like these guys, these fucking Mongolians, like they outnumber you. You gotta play it smart. You can't just walk in and try to fucking fight everyone because they're gonna fucking murder you. You know what I mean? Like you gotta take these fucker numbers down and then you can fight them. So your uncle is kind of disappointed in you or whatever, but then he kind of forgives you and he understands why you did it. And then later on in the game, you do more and more shit that's shady, like in his eyes, and shit gets bad, and he kind of pretty much declares you like a traitor to the samurai way. Like you pretty much get declared like a traitor, Gunny. You know what I mean?
That is so fucked up.
And then by the end of the game,
toxic uncle.
Spoilers, everyone. Spoilers. If you didn't beat this, you got a warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and then by the end of the game, Gunny, your uncle had declared you a traitor to the samurais. He had arrested you once, and you escaped because your friend helped you escape. Your thief friend helped you escape. And then you go and you pretty much defeat the Khan, which the Khan is the leader of the Mongolians on the island. He's like the general or whatever, the leader. You go and you defeat him. You defeat the Khan, and your uncle, you kill the Khan. Your uncle kind of helps you in that battle because you sneak into his camp and you leave him a note saying like, hey, look, me and my friends and the people that I've gathered up are planning to attack the Khan's base. If you can bring the samurais, because what happened when you free your uncle is he sends a letter to the shogun, and the shogun sends reinforcements of samurai to the island, you know, to replace the samurais that were killed in the first battle. Anyways, pretty much you are now going to battle the Khan. You battle the Khan, you kill him, and then when you come back, your friend tells you, hey, your uncle was at the battle, and you're like, where is he now? Did he come here? And she's like, yes, but he said that he wants to meet with you at the tree or whatever, this fucking tree or whatever. And apparently this tree is where your old hometown used to be, and it's where you trained with your uncle as a kid. So you go there, you meet your uncle, and your uncle fucking... Hold on.
You can jump in any time, Nypron, since I watched you complete this game.
Yeah, man, that game is such a blur. No, I remember the last time you.
Yeah, and then pretty much fucking. So then you meet your uncle, and your uncle tells you like, hey, dude, like the word is because your uncle gives you a choice at some point in the game to become his son. Like legally his son. Like he sends when he calls for reinforcements from the shogun, he sends a letter recommending that the shogun recognizes you as his son. So you're gonna become the next lord of Clan Shimura, which is the lord of the island that you're on. So you would be the leader of that island, you know what I mean? But the thing is, when it comes to that point, you go and you attack this base where the Khan is at. And the thing is, your uncle tells you, like, you're going to attack in the morning, we're going to go across this bridge, and we're going to fucking kill everyone head-on in the head-on attack in the morning. And what you do is you defy his orders and you sneak around and you poison everyone in the camp and kill everyone in the camp with poison. And that's not an honorable way to kill people, Gunny, you know what I mean? So
he's a ninja.
Yeah, pretty much. So then you kill everyone with poison, And then your uncle, comes in with all his army, and he's like, what the fuck? Why is everyone dead already? And everyone's like choking on their blood. And he's like, what did you do? And you're like, well, I had to do this. If I wouldn't have done this, all you would have done is got all of our guys killed. Like, you would have got all of our samurai killed because it was a trap. There was a fucking trap set up. And thank God I killed all these guys, because if you would have just came in here in the morning, everyone would have got slaughtered. You know what I mean? It would have been a trap, And your uncle still doesn't give a fuck. He still feels like you are a piece of shit for not following the samurai way. And he tells you, like, because he sees your friend standing behind you, the girl that's a thief. And he's like, look. He's like, because you're like, his whole, like, all the shogun's army is right behind him. And he tells you, like, look. Like, he hands you this piece of paper that says, look, this paper here says that you will be recognized as my son, the heir to the throne of this island. You will be the leader of this island. All you have to do is accept this fucking piece of paper and just say that she made you do it. Like, that she got into your head and that she kind of brainwashed you. And then we'll have her arrested and we'll execute her and say that she drove you mad or whatever and she made you do this. You know what I mean? And that you won't do it again. Or whatever the fuck. That's all you guys say, And pretty much, Jen is like, nah, dude, like, fuck you, man. I'm not going to fucking do this bullshit. Like, she's my friend, like. So you grab the piece of paper and throw it in the fire. And you pretty much defy your uncle in front of his whole army, in front of everyone, like everyone, dude. So he has you arrested, and that's when you escape, and you go and you escape with your friend Yuna, and you go to the north, and you go to the snowy fucking area, and you attack the Khan, and you build up your military, you attack the Khan. And then, at the end of all that, like I said, your uncle meets up with you at this tree. This tree is where you and your uncle trained as a kid with your uncle when your dad died and your mom died. And your uncle is sitting there and he's like, hey, motherfucker, like, you've been declared a traitor by the Shogun. Like, you were first declared a traitor by me. Now the Shogun says that you are a fucking traitor and your clan, your family's history is going to be destroyed. Because you are the last living member of Clan Sakai, your clan is no longer going to be recognized as the clan of the samurai. Like, we're going to remove you from the history books pretty much, right? And Jin is like, what the fuck? Like, after all we did for you motherfuckers, you guys are going to do that to us? And he's like, it has to happen. Because it's the law, right? Like, that's the way the laws work back then or whatever. So then, pretty much your uncle takes you to the cemetery where your parents are buried. And he tells you to write the last words of Clan Sakai, and you write them down, and he writes the last words of Clan Shimura, or his last words, right? Because like I said, he doesn't have a family. He wants you as his son because he wants his clan to continue. The name, Clan Shimura, he wants it to continue, and the only way it can continue is if there's a son to carry on the name, right? That's why he wanted to adopt you as his son. But he realizes that in this duel, regardless if he loses and he dies, then his clan dies. But even if he kills you, then your clan dies and his clan dies no matter what. Because once he dies, his clan is, unless he starts a new family, like a fucking ripe old age of 60 or however old he is, you know what I mean? Like, unless he starts a new family with
might find a mama, baby.
With the blue pill Gunny, you know what I mean? He starts a new family back in the day. Mm-hmm.
Just below.
But so then you get into this big duel with your uncle, and then you kill him, and then at the end it like gives you the chance to spare him or kill him, and you can kill him and give him a warrior's death, which is what he wants. He wants you to honor him with the warrior's death, like kill him by facing him, or you can just walk away and like let him live, which he won't forgive you for because he'll say you're a coward and you have no honor because you didn't kill him or whatever. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that game is dope. That game, it literally, man, there was moments in that game where I was like, fuck, this is so good. This is fucking, I need to know what happens next, Gunny, right now. I need to know, well, what am I going to do next? Where am I headed next? Who am I attacking next? Where the fuck are these Mongolians? I'm taking them all out. And by the end of the game, dude, you feel like a god. It's almost like God of War, where like by the end of the game, you are not afraid of shit. You're not afraid of anything, motherfucker. You're walking in and you're just fucking stabbing everyone with your sword. You're like, come on, motherfuckers, I'll fight 20 of you guys at a time. And the enemies do scale up with you. They do get harder with, like, you know what I mean? Like, the more the game continues, the enemies, you do meet newer enemies and different types of enemies, and some are more difficult than others. Like, for example, you see sometimes Ronin, and the Ronin, I don't know if you know this, Gunny, but Ronin are like, they're swordsmen that cannot be samurais.
They're like hobo samurais.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
I was just gonna say.
Yes, they are hobo samurais. They cannot be real samurais because they're not descendants of a certain family clan. You know what I mean? They don't have any. Because to be a samurai, Gunny, you have to have a blood tie to that clan. You know what I mean? You have to have a tie of somehow with your family has to be tied to that clan. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't just walk in and be like, I want to be a samurai. Hey, Gunny, I want to join clan Gunny Chief.
The Gunny clan.
Yeah, no, you don't just do that, Gunny. No, that's the Ronin. The Ronin is where you show up, and you're like, hey, I want to just be Ronin. Like, okay, join us. You know, as long as you know how to use a sword really good or whatever.
Just be our minion. You're good. I like it.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're like hobo samurais, but they don't look as cool. They look like hobos. Got pretty hobo-looking clothes.
Tattered rags and all that.
Yeah, they got the hobo clothes and the hobo hats. But those guys are really good with swords. Like, when you fight those motherfuckers more than one at a time, like, I would take some hits. Even at the end of the game, I'm like, fuck, these guys are fast. Because they would just be really fast the way they would come at you. You know, they do different types of combos, and the Mongolians were kind of slower. And these motherfuckers, they just come at you like a fucking samurai. You're like, God damn, slow down. But it's really cool, man. Like, that game is so good. The combat is so good. Sucker Punch did a great job with that game, and I cannot wait to play the DLC. I want to know what happens in the DLC.
Yeah, I beat Ghost of Tsushima as well, but I have not tried the DLC. I heard that story kind of portrays the father of the main character.
Oh, yeah, it goes back in time, right? To show what the father did or something? Jin Sakai's father?
Like you find like remnants of the father in that island, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima I love that game. It's really good.
Yeah, I think, Nypron, I was, when you were streaming that game a lot, like, leading up to the end, and I think I joined, it was like midday week, and I joined, and then I'm like, is this the end of the game? And you were like, yeah, this is it right here. Like, but I had watched like quite a bit of it, and then I think we chose a warrior's death.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's any alternative endings, like if you spare your uncle. Is there like a different ending to that?
No. The only difference is that you get a little bit of different dialogue with Yuna at the end, and you get a different house. Because when you kill him, you live like in a hobo shack when you kill him. And if you don't kill him, you live like in a different hobo shack.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the game, no matter what you do, you lose your original house, which is your original home was where the Clan Sakai estate was. You know what I mean? You lose that because that becomes the estate of whoever the fuck the Shogun sends over there and takes over that estate. It's fucked up, man. It made me feel bad for the samurai. You know what I mean, Gunny?
Yeah, all that killing, all that killing. What do you get for it?
For what, Gunny? For nothing, Gunny.
Get a trailer?
Yeah.
Middle of Nebraska? What's up?
Fucking hobo, yeah. It's kind of like our veterans. They go to war and they come back and some of them become homeless.
Our Nebraska listeners here.
Yeah, become homeless vets and no one helps them. It's kind of like that almost. Kind of what it felt like.
They need to be appreciated more.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. You risk your fucking life to save everyone else's. You definitely should be appreciated more. You shouldn't be fucking homeless. Anyways, that's another argument for another time, Gunny. Right, don't get me started on that shit.
I know. Don't go off on a tangent here. Let's bring it back here. I still can't get over the facial animations of that game. They're just incredible.
Yeah.
They really are, especially with the new director's cut, because they improved them so much with the new director's cut. Like I said, man, like it runs in 4K, and like It's so beautiful at times. Like that one of the last scenes with your uncle when you're at that graveyard and you're about to duel and it's just silence. It's just literally just silence and all you hear is the swords being like pulled out of their sheaths or whatever, and they're just standing in front of each other and they're looking at each other and they're holding their swords out. And you're like, holy fuck, this is so intense. It's like watching a cool fucking samurai movie, man. And it makes me want to like watch a samurai movie. It's what it made me want to do. Like, I want to watch a fucking samurai movie right now. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is so fucking cool, man. God damn, it's so cool.
You said you were playing on the PS5?
Yeah.
How's the haptic feedback? What kind of haptic feedback do you get from that game?
Oh, like I spoke about before on the show, you get haptic feedback with the wind, the way the wind blows. You'd have to feedback.
You feel the wind.
Yeah, you feel the raindrops on the controller cool. As well. The swords, when you are blocking, you feel the blocks or whatever on the trigger fingers, and when you're hitting the sword, when you're stabbing people, you can feel the stabs. It's pretty good. It's pretty good haptic feedbacks. On the bow, you can feel the tension of the bow when you're holding the bow back and you're about to fire the bow and arrow. You can feel the tension of that bow, and like when it's about to fire and when it, and all that shit. It's really good, and I loved all the side stories of the game as well, man. Like the side story with the guy who was chasing his apprentice, his archer apprentice chick. Like that side story was really cool, and I thought the ending of it was kind of like, wow, like this is kind of like a cool ending. Like it wasn't the greatest, but it was all right. I like the story of Lady Yamako, where she was trying to get a vengeance for her family that got killed in front of her, and then at the end she finds out who did it and why they did it, and you're like, holy fuck, this is fucked up. And then like the game has some really cool side quests and some really cool side stories.
Yeah, I remember in the beginning of that game, there was a side story that made me laugh. It was when you find like a samurai. You find like another samurai just like you, and then you find out later that it's a fake samurai. I remember you tried to duel him one time. He's like, "Let's duel," and then once you start the duel, he's like, "Oh wait, don't kill me yet! Don't kill." Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a really cool moment.
Yeah, and there's some really cool scenery in the game, man. There's towns that are like, there's areas of the game where you walk through an area, Gunny, it's all burned down because the Mongolians burned everything down. And I'm talking everything, like the field, the town, the people. There's dead bodies everywhere burned up. Yeah. And you walk, and everything turns kind of like black and white when you're walking through those areas. And the only thing that really has color is your character and the fire. You see the fire, like the embers burning. But everything else is black and white. And it's really cool, like cinematic as fuck when you're walking through those areas. And like you hear no wind. All you hear is the crackling of the fire. And you're just walking through it and you're like, God, this is pretty intense.
Yeah.
There's other moments in the game where you're walking through a forest and all you see is like the fucking... the leaves falling from the trees, or you're walking through the snow and it's just peaceful and quiet in the snow, it's just all you hear is the crunching of the snow in your footsteps, which is what I personally love about when it snows in Oregon, is when it's cold outside, when it's snowing, pretty much all you hear is it's the footsteps, the snow crunch when you're walking, or when a car is driving by, all you hear is the snow on the snow tire, the crunch of the snow. And it's really quiet when it snows. That's one thing that I notice. It's always quiet when it snows, Gunny.
Because there's no birdies out. They're going to get cold. And the kids are going to freeze their little fingers off. Time to be inside playing video games.
But, yeah, you're right. That's exactly why. Because there's no birdies outside. It's all cold. And like I said, there's no really people outside. Everyone doesn't want to drive in the snow. So it's less traffic, less people.
But it is a pretty game. I love those cherry blossoms.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot.
I love
of
those images
blossoms.
People post on social media.
This is the one game. This is the one game that I really wish that PC players will also experience. It's a really good game, man.
They will.
I really wish PC players can get their hands on it. Hopefully,
no, so good, there's no doubt in my mind this is coming to PC.
You don't think so?
I think it will. I think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
There's no doubt in my mind that it will happen. Like it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if not, then fuck it. Buy a PS5 and play it. I mean, it's that good, you know. Like the game is fucking incredible, man. Like I really, really, really agree with Evan when Evan said in the Game of the Year show, like this game needs to be number one. Now I know why, because the game is that fucking good, man. Like the story is so well told, it's so tight, and it just flows, man. And in the end, you're just sitting there like, wow. That's how I was, Gunny. Wow.
Damn. I need more time to play this game.
You need definitely more time to play that game. But besides all that, I was going to buy Kena Bridge of Spirits, Jay. I know everyone keeps telling me to buy this fucking game. And I will. I just haven't bought it yet. So I will get it sometime. I will definitely get it, and I will definitely play it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I don't know if it's an Epic exclusive and PlayStation 5.
Yes.
Is that the two places it's on?
Yes.
'Cause I think I did see that on Epic.
I think it's on the PS4 Pro too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Because that's the next game I want to get to. It looks really nice. It's like a Pixar, Disney kind of game,
Yeah.
you know, those kind of graphics. But it has that God of War combat too. I saw in the trailers. It's like, man, it looks
yeah,
pretty
that's
nice.
the one thing that intrigues. You know me, I'm like anything that has any kind of good action to it or combat, count me in.
Yeah, apparently
Even if it's blood or no blood.
the studio who made it, apparently they were an animation studio before they became a video game studio.
Huh.
That's why it looks so good, because they were making a movie first.
Oh.
Then they
I
switched it to
see.
making a game. Yeah. That's why it looks like a Pixar fucking film.
Yeah.
Because it was. Originally.
Right, it was probably going to go to Disney, and then they were like, you know what, Sony, check this out.
No, they're probably going to go to DreamWorks or something.
Yeah.
DreamWorks or fucking, yeah. You know, the hobo Disney. They have Shrek and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Shrek isn't Disney, right? He's not a Disney guy, is he?
I think he is.
No, Shrek is not
Is he
Disney.
No, that might be Pixar, which is separate.
I think so.
He's a DreamWorks guy.
Yeah, you could be right. Yeah.
He's a DreamWorks.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's DreamWorks.
I mean, DreamWorks is a lot of
Donkey.
shit. I mean, yeah. All right, don't be hating on DreamWorks, Gunny. You fucking
I like
hobo.
DreamWorks. Which one? Now, who owns that one? Is that is that Spielberg?
Comcast owns them.
Okay. Comcast is Universal,
Yeah, Universal.
NBC,
Yeah.
I believe. Because when I
Yep.
that's right. Because when I go to Universal Studios down there by Nypron,
Mm-hmm.
down in Universal City, but I know that's still a little bit of ways from you. But yeah, it's like you see Shrek, it's all Comcast labeled and
Yeah. Yeah, so they made the movie Spirit, that horse movie. They made Madagascar, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda. Ooh.
Yep. Jack Black,
How to Train Your Dragon, The Croods.
all video games as well.
What else?
E.T.
Trolls. What else?
Trolls.
Boss Baby. And
Decent movies.
Captain Underpants. They're not bad movies, actually. Like, some of
Yeah.
these are pretty good. I actually enjoyed Shrek a lot. They need to make Shrek again. They need to bring him back somehow.
Yeah, and Harry Potter is also part of that
Is it?
as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you go to Universal Studios, you see everybody there.
No, Harry Potter's not.
They got the license for it. Yep.
Huh.
No, do they?
Yeah, they do. Because I went on the ride, man. I had my wand and everything.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No.
Yeah, Universal has that Harry
they?
Potter.
I've been there 3
Theme
times.
park.
It's a fun place. I like that better than Disneyland, just because it's easier to get around. It's a lot smaller, less walking.
Well.
Good food, good drinks.
Try some of that butter beer.
Butterbeer. I've heard of that. No, I haven't had any of that. What about you, Jesus? You're the beer enthusiast.
No, I haven't had any.
I drink
What the
Corona.
fuck? The fuck is butterbeer?
I don't know. That's some hobo made up shit from.
Oh, is that
Harry Potter.
some Harry Potter hobo made up shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know who's had butterbeer? I bet you Brink has had butterbeer. That hobo. Anyways, speaking of Harry Potter is on HBO if you want to watch them all. You know, it seems like they know the time of year people like to watch Harry Potter, which is the fall and Christmas. Because that's the time I like to watch Harry Potter. And they put all the movies at that time of year. Like, they recently put them, like, last month. They're like, hey, Harry Potter's back. All of them. They're all there. Watch them all. We don't care. Watch them all.
What's the one, the Kazaban or whatever? I like that one.
The Prisoner of Azkaban?
Yeah, I usually watch that one. If it's on TV, I'll sit down and watch it.
Why that one, Gunny? What's so special about that one?
I don't know. Like, it just seems like it's the most popular one they always show on TV.
I watch all of them. I like all of them.
Ooh.
Yeah. What's up?
I think
You're
I like Lord of the Rings now.
What are you, some Harry Potter hater, Nypron? Huh?
I am not a fan of Harry Potter.
How fucking
You didn't
dare
read
you,
the book
bro?
when you were a kid?
Nope, not a fan.
Well, let me tell you, I never read the books because my mom told me that they were devil books.
Yeah, my mom too. I was in my 20s, though, by the way.
She wouldn't fucking let me, all right? She told me that them devil books ain't coming in this house.
That's witchcraft.
Fucking perform a fucking exorcism on my ass if I brought those things home.
She finds them out of there. You got the pentagram. You got the pentagram going, don't you? I'm calling a priest.
No, I'm not even kidding, dude. She legit thought these were like the devil books. I don't know, for some reason back then, like when the first books came out, like the first movie came out, like 2001, right? Or 2002 or something. I remember the books blew up, but it was before that. When I was in elementary school, the books were really popular. Because I remember like in third grade, like all my friends were reading these Harry Potter shits. And I'm like, I want to read this book too. It looks cool. And I tried to take
pages.
Yeah, but I tried to take one home, and my mom was like, what in the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What in the fuck is this devil shit? Take this shit back! And I think she even, like, wrote a letter to my teacher.
I rebuke you, young man.
No, I'm not even kidding, bro. Like, I think she wrote a letter to my teacher saying that he needs to stop teaching us this witchcraft shit.
Yeah, I think because that's about right. Jesus, I was 25. I was working at this warehouse, with a lot of people, kind of like the facility of, like, what you work at now.
Yeah.
And then I remember, like, the boss coming in. But, of course, we're all adults. She's like, oh, my God, these are these books. You all must read them. And you're going to get points for reading books.
Wait. She gives you points for reading a book? What the fucking were you, in elementary school, Gunny?
I know.
Yeah,
you know what?
points for reading books.
It out. I didn't think about it. They were just more about educating yourself more, I guess. Not like going to college or anything.
These dumbasses, they're so dumb. We got to make them read books on their time off.
Right, warehouse people, right? I was driving a forklift, right? And then it was like, no, read books, read newspapers and magazines, and you get points, and then you can get like bonuses and stuff.
What was the entry level requirement for education to enter your job? Was it like,
high school education? Yeah.
Did you pass 5th grade? Oh, you're hired.
Yeah.
You're hired on the job. Go. You're hired right now. Go to work, kid.
It was $8.90 an hour. It was like Depression times or something.
Great Depression. Oh my God. Oh, that sounds like boomer times. God damn.
Yeah, I just remember her being so excited for this Harry Potter, this new thing that was just like she was. She's like, I gotta buy every book. I want to buy everybody this book. Yeah.
Did she buy you guys all a copy of the book?
No. So it was like. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was one of those things where you could just. This is back to you just remember when they had bookstores, and you can go to a bookstore.
Those hobo things.
It would just be there. There was no like order on Amazon, even though it probably existed, but it was like. Yeah, every town had them.
Do you think bookstores will be around forever?
What's the one that keeps holding on? There's like.
I know there's Amazon books.
Yeah, there's
the bookstores.
I know there's like an Amazon store that's.
But like, no. But like legit. Think about history, right?
I think so. I think you're always gonna find.
You think about history in the world, and in history, everything has always been written down, and that's how we know about wars and kings and emperors and empires and all this shit that's happened in the past. You know all this stuff that's happened in the past. It's all handed down either mostly through writing. A little bit of it has been through like verbal history, like somebody telling the story generation through generation. But the problem with that is you get the telephone effect or whatever where people start changing shit up, And I'm pretty sure that's how like back in the day, like, how like they have like those crazy Native American stories where like they talk about like the fire breathing mountain and the fucking the dragon and bird or whatever, the fire bird came down from the sky. I'm pretty sure half that shit was made up by some dude that at some point was telling the story and he was just fucking wasted. And he was like, it's my time to tell a story. Oh, fuck. I'm nervous. And he took a little too many shots of vodka or something. And he was like, the bird came down. It was a firebird. Yeah, it was a firebird. Firebird came down from the sky and burned everything. And then the white man came, white devil. And they came through with their boom guns, their fire sticks. And they burned everything down, Gunny. Yeah.
Yeah, what is it called? Chamuco? Jesus, is that?
Chamuco. Yeah, Chamuco.
Yeah, because that's a liquor, that's a tequila that I deliver.
Whoa.
But it is based out of like,
probably
that's
fuck
another
you
thing
up.
you could probably Google out of New Jersey, up where Normie lives.
Wait, Chamuco is based out of New Jersey?
I believe so. That's why they're called the Jersey Devils. And I want to say that's based on Native Americans. I could be 100% wrong on that part of it.
But Chamuco is like synonymous with like Hispanic children, dude. As a child, I was told if I didn't get my ass to bed and didn't stay in my bed all night long sleeping, that El Chamuco would come and get my ass.
We've talked about this before, yeah.
Either he would drag me under the bed and eat me, or take me to hell, or wherever the fuck he lives, or he would drag me into the closet where it was really dark in the closet, like at night, and then I had to sleep with my lights off, or El Chamuco could see me. I didn't have no fucking nightlight. I think that my parents were cheap and they didn't want to pay the extra power. like, fuck that shit. This motherfucker's gonna sleep with no lights on.
I could be connecting that memory wrong, but I just remember like every time I see that bottle and it's got like this cardboard, with the picture of the Chamuco. Yeah, and it just reminds me of like a Jersey Devil when I lived there, but I lived further south, so I was fine. For me, Jesus, it was my uncle used to say, I'm going to take you down to Sluggo Creek, where the slugs and slime are. Me and my brothers would go run under the covers,
What's Sluggo Creek? Like the slugs eat you?
Slugs, those slimy things. There was a ton of them back there.
But did they eat you? What's the point of being scared of them? Did they eat you or something?
Well, if you're going to go to Sluggo Creek, they're going to be all over your body and suck all your blood out, right? Yeah. So if you don't brush your teeth and go to bed, that's when they're like a fucking fire devil on you. And Fire
devil come get my ass. Or every child that is a Hispanic child knows who La Llorona is. Every child knows who La Llorona is.
La Llorona?
La Llorona.
¿Dónde?
La Llorona it's a Mexican, I'm pretty sure it's a Mexican or Hispanic folklore tale of this lady who apparently Nypron, let me tell you this story. Nypron's all scared now. Nypron, you're not going to be able to sleep tonight. Just know this.
He likes horror games.
Right?
Oh, no.
Listen. There's a story of this woman who a long time ago, she apparently, for some reason, I don't forget, there's different reasons people give, like why. Some people say it was an accident. Some people say it was on purpose, that she drowned her children in a river. And others claim that it was an accident, that her children were playing near the river and then her children died because they drowned in the river. So I don't know. You may hear different versions of this story, but pretty much her kids died in the river. Okay, I don't know if she killed them or if they died by accident. It was one of the two, right? Or somebody else killed them. Something like that. And rumor has it that she was so distraught with grief and like so like sad about it or whatever the fuck, that she went to the river and she would cry and cry and cry and cry and cry all day and all night, Nypron. And she would cry and she would be wailing and she would be crying for her children, saying "Misios," crying, you know. And rumor has it, at nighttime, Nypron, if you walk down the rivers by yourself, you may come across a weeping woman. And they say to not get near her. Don't get near her, Nypron. Don't look at her. Don't approach her. Don't try to lend her your hand. Don't try to give her a hand, because she will be crying. And you may think, you know, first instincts for most people would be, what's wrong with this person? I need to go help him, you know? And then you'll go up to her and you'll try to offer your help. And then she'll turn around and grab you, Nypron, and take you to the river or kill you or something. I don't know what she does to you. Maybe she rapes you. I don't know. Okay? But you're pretty much fucked once she gets her hands on you. They made a movie about this recently. There was a movie that came out recently. I never watched the movie because I thought it was probably going to be too stupid compared to the stories I heard as a kid. So I just kept the stories as a kid in my head, which are probably better than that stupid movie. And yeah. Anyway, so if you find yourself at night, Gunny, walking down a river or by a river, and you hear a wailing woman looking for her children, rumor has it that you're not supposed to look at her or talk to her. To just try to get away as quickly and as fastly as possible without making eye contact or turning around to look behind you, Nypron. Don't look back, Nypron. Keep moving forward, Nypron.
Reminds me of the witch from Left 4 Dead.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure that's what they based the witch on Left 4 Dead off of.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And, gosh, I always forget the name of that series, too. I know they made 3 of them, but it was kind of like Left 4 Dead. I want to say it was the same timeline as Left 4 Dead, and even or a little bit just before it.
Huh.
But yeah, it had like that same witch or whatever. I know I've said it before, like, but when we had there was a friend of mine who we'd play with on the Xbox 360 and be like, "Don't look at the witch, because then she comes over." I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just sitting," and I'm over here just like,
Gunny, don't point your flashlight at the witch, dude. Stop. Turn off your flashlights.
Yeah. I can't help it. I have to. It's like,
turn off your flashlights.
I have to just know where she's at. It's just
listen. La Llorona is the same way.
So hard not to.
La Llorona, all you hear is crying, Nypron. You don't know where she's at, and then next thing you know, she's coming up near you, and you're gonna be dead, dude.
Oh no.
I'm a fast runner, though. I'd be gone.
Also, you guys remember Bloody Mary? You remember all those stories, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I did a lot of that.
Yeah. And Candyman, I remember my cousin scaring the shit out of me with the Candyman story as a kid.
That one, yeah, like the movie, it was cool, but I wouldn't say it was.
But see, as a kid, I didn't know about the fucking movie, dude. So my cousins watched the movie and they scared the fuck out of me with the story of the movie. And I, for the longest time, thought Candyman was fucking real when I was a kid, dude. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other kids in my elementary school thought Candyman was real. A lot of kids, it just like became a thing that Candyman was real. It's just like all of a sudden a movie became like real. Like it was just like this thing is real now.
Speaking of that, have you seen the latest version of it?
Oh, it's really good. Yes, I recommend it.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
It's really fucking good. Like it's still tied to the old one, but it's like a remake. Like it's like a reboot. It's really, really, really well done. It's short. It gets to the point. It's pretty fast to get to the point. It's like, and they do a really cool job of like somehow tying it back to the original ones, which I watched not that long ago.
I vaguely remember. I remember going on my first like real date to go see Candyman.
Oh, good choice, Gunny. You always take the girls.
I know, it was kind of awkward too.
Always take the girls to the scary movies, Gunny. Always, yeah.
I don't even know if she enjoyed it or not. I don't remember.
Probably didn't. She probably was like, "What the fuck is this dude taking me to this stupid fucking Candyman movie?"
I know. She's like, "Thought you were gonna take me dancing or something." What's up?
I thought we were gonna go bowling at least.
Right. Let's go to the bowling alley. Yeah, that's right. I don't think I was old enough to drive, but
Gunny, let's go watch Candyman.
I don't know. I think it was a friend's idea. I was like, all right, I guess.
Oh, you're on a double date? Was it a double date situation?
I don't know. Now the memory's so faded on that.
I hate double dates, man, because you're like every time I've been on a double date, it's almost like I'm competing with the other motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to like one up you, and you're trying to be better. You're trying to show the girl that you're better than this piece of shit. And you're like, God damn it, I'm better than this motherfucker. And like, it's like almost like a competition, you know? You're like, no, I'll pay for everything. I'll pay for the dinner. I'll pay for this, Gunny.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Gunny, you know what? Take my card, waiter. Just take my card. Just put it on my card.
Are you sure?
Just I'll put it on my fucking card, okay?
Really?
You know? And it's like, and then on top of that, it's like, whose car are we driving? Well, Gunny's car is better. Oh, well, fuck you, fucking bitch. Fuck you mean Gunny's car is better. The fuck? What if I want to drive my own car to the fucking date?
More people who are going to finish this Challenger.
Oh, man. You know what I mean? If we go on a double date with fucking Mayo, everyone's going to want to ride in Mayo's Camaro, be stuck in the back seat like some little kid.
And you don't want to go to my Honda Civic, it's yellow.
And Mayo's Camaro stuck in the back seat like some little fucking kid. Hey, you got your booster seats on back there?
Right. He might as well put in the booster seat. Just leave it there.
Fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? How are you going to compete with the Camaro guy? God damn.
Yeah. Anyway. That's when you're doing it wrong, Jesus. That's when you have to do two ladies.
Oh.
With two ladies.
Oh.
You got to get on that level.
Whoa. That's next level shit right there.
That's some pimp shit right there.
Yeah.
No, that's when you slash the tires on the Camaro so he can't fucking change it. We realize now that it takes him 6 hours to change tires, Gunny. So he's going to be stuck. You slash at least 2 tires. He's fucked. You know what I mean? He won't be able to change. You'll be good. We're taking the Honda Civic, ladies. Yeah.
He'll come on and go, well, then we took my friend's kind of gray Prius to the movies.
Prius.
Fucking Prius.
Let me bring my Camry.
Who could take the Camaro? Fucking
Starts with a C, though.
Magically, it had 2 flat tires. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. We know it takes Mayo like 4 hours to change a tire now. I mean, it's pretty much how long it took him, right? Change his daughter's tires out. Like 4 hours or something. Poor Mayo. We love you, Mayo.
We do.
Not really. I'm just giving you shit.
We wouldn't give you such a hard time about it.
Anyways, that's all I played, man. What have you been playing, Gunny?
I have been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Ooh.
It's an old school PC game that I never played. I wouldn't even have known where to play. Like, I guess probably the Blizzard app is what I call it. Right? Nypron, is that? I always
the Battle.net.
Battle.net. Oh my god, I always forget that. Well, I never go on it anymore. Like I downloaded Warzone and I was like, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna get into this FPS. But I end up just playing a Warzone, like, because it takes up so much space here. I can just play it on my old 1X. But yeah. So I played the beta a few months ago, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not really feeling this. Like, I'd rather just go play Diablo 3 because that's something I've put probably 60 hours or more into. Because I always loved like the barbarian up close character. And yeah, I remember playing that back on Xbox One, and I might have done, probably every class in there except for like Necromancer, which that's the character I'm kind of working on Diablo 3. But but I was talking to Ryan. I was like, I'm gonna pick this up. So it was either going to be that or something else. But I think for $39 or whatever it was, but $49 upgrade and you get some Diablo 3 DLC. I haven't checked that out yet, and a new pet for Diablo 3.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, new pet. I don't even know what it is. I was like, I'll do the $10 upgrade. Hell yeah. So I went in and I'm like, all right. So I played Barbarian, I think, in the beta. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to choose something different. I'll just choose the class next to it, which is the Paladin, right? He's just more about his Scepters and, but he can also...
Crusaders.
Yeah, like that. So, but for now, like, everything's been working good with, like, I've been using a two-handed axe as of this morning, and it's working pretty good. I was using sword and board, sort of a small steel sword or whatever it's called in the game, but what level am I? 8, 9 or something like that. And so far I'm enjoying it. It's coming together, I'll say. It's got the it has that old school look to it and feel, of course. So I really don't know like any details on what they changed or what they added or anything. So really I'm just kind of coming into this blind for the most part, just from what, again, just play the beta. I didn't read up on it or anything. But I'm digging it, man. It's good so far. And go ahead.
Are you playing this on a controller or keyboard?
Yeah. So on controller on the Xbox Series S.
Oh, okay.
And even like Diablo 3, I've always played it on Xbox. I've always looked at it like on the BattleNet and like, oh man, I really want to play Diablo 3 on here with, a mouse and keyboard. I want to see how that feels. But
yeah,
they're always like full price games. You know how Activision is, right? Especially when it's on their own launcher or something. I don't know. But one of these days I will get to, experience it in its true form, I'll say.
Yeah, I remember Diablo 3 when that came out. I played that on a mouse and keyboard. And then I think they released this on the consoles, and then I tried it on the controllers. I feel like the game feels a lot better with the controller. You have more controllability, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I know that when going back to Diablo 3, playing on probably on the Xbox One, like where it was, probably one of the first consoles to release, I'm sure along with PS4, but I know that some of the mapped like powers or abilities where you could only have like, of course, so many things that are available to you, right? So, but I know that you can kind of go into, even on the console version, where you can unlock additional things. I don't know. It's more like I guess it would be advanced would be a good word for it. But it made me wonder, like, hey, if I go play this on PC, like, you've got all these buttons on the keyboard, so it's probably all available there. Where maybe it's limited on console. That's another thing where, like, hey, another reason to go play some OG Diablo or Diablo 2 original. But so far I'm just playing offline, whatever. I'm kind of in and out throughout the day. So I don't know, like, it was a little confusing when I first started this up, and it's talking about online characters and offline characters. So I don't know enough of yet how that kind of, can I just take this offline character? And I think I could, because when you start up the game and then it says, all right, do you want to just go into a private game, which I think it's just like yours and it's offline, and I'm assuming I can invite people to it, or I can just go enter anybody's game with this character. Just like in Diablo 3. So,
do you think Diablo 2 is better than 3? Because every time I play 3, I always get feedback from other friends that they say like Diablo 2 is so much better than 3, but I feel like they're the same, like other than graphics. Is it because Diablo 2's loot is much more, I don't know, superior, I guess, like different? There's a lot of different loots than 3.
So again, with my experience of not knowing anything about Diablo 1 and 2 and just immediately jumping in, I was watching streams of friends and okay, yeah, I guess I'll pick it up. I'm just not sure about this dungeon crawler thing. And then once I bought Diablo 3, it was like, that was it. I was just immediately hooked, And I had to go fucking, like, what is it called? You max out at level 70, but then I think it's like, but that other thing that just keeps going infinite, right? So it's like, I'm already at like 117, above that class, and I didn't do
Oh,
a
okay.
whole a lot of farming or whatever, but it is kind of like Borderlands in a way, right? Where it's just like constant weapon drops, right?
Hmm.
And I don't know anything about Diablo 2. Like, does that eventually happen? Like, will there just be like so many weapon drops? Like
Okay.
higher
So I
levels? I
imagine
mean,
like there's different builds that you can make with your
yeah,
characters and stuff. Mm.
yeah, but it's like I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm okay just playing now with like I had a pretty good sword and it had like 3 sockets to it. And you take
Okay.
the different emeralds and things like that, and they seem to be plentiful. I think everything so far is working where um for example, like you're going out into, let's say, the next area, and it's dropping town portals and stuff like that, because it's not like Diablo 3 where at any
Right.
moment left stick or left on the arrow key, boom, you can just create a portal to town, right? You have to earn these things.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like I like that grind where I'm like, cool, let me make sure I have at least 1 or 2 in my inventory, so that I can go back to town, drop off loot, sell it if I need to, and back into the game. And then, but one of the things maybe that's really different between 2 and 3 is
Hmm.
where, let's say you pick up an item and there's a ring and it's unidentified. Well, there is no press X on a controller to identify this item. You have to have a scroll,
Oh, okay.
right? That was the one thing where I was like, I had to go YouTube that even back in the beta. I was
Yeah.
like, what the heck? How do I identify this thing? It's not like Diablo 3. I just press X on the controller and it does it automatically. But yeah, so you just do that and
Hmm.
place that on the unidentified item, and then boom. So I don't know. It's kind of going back a little bit, right? So, but it's still cool to know that's in my inventory, and like, oh, I don't have any more identify scrolls. I can just buy them for 80 coins back at the base. But now I'm like, I'm getting in that to that busy work. I'm like, all right, I'm always going to keep 2 in my inventory, and I'm going to keep these potions, so many in each slot, and make sure
Yes.
everything is working the way it is. But yeah,
Hmm.
I would say early on too, like I'll take like a follower with me, and like and they're pretty useful too. Like, seems like whoever I take with me is like always like long range bow and arrow, which is like cool because I'm up and close,
Hmm.
and I have to have good armor and like something like a good shield or something. So yeah,
How's the story in that game? Is it pretty long?
I don't know. Again, I haven't researched it or know
Hmm.
so much about it, but it is like I'll think of his name in a minute. Is it starts with a D? But in Diablo 3 it's
Uh.
like, oh, you already know who this is or whatever. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
The old guy.
established, right? It's that main guy. It's the chick's uncle, right?
Yeah.
Where in this story it's like I need to go find him. Like, he's not there, he's
Is
somewhere.
it Kane?
It is Kane. Sorry, it's not
It's
a
not
D. You're right.
Good Kane. That's his name.
But I really like that voice acting, especially in Diablo 3, right? I keep going back to that. But hopefully I'll see and hear more of that in this one as well, or at least
Hmm. Okay.
appreciate what it's about, what it is by the end of this game. But I will definitely finish it. I think it's definitely going to hold me over, and because I just like that that whole dungeon crawl, you
Yeah.
know, killing demons, killing whoever, monsters, and getting gold and buying better weapons or finding
Yeah.
them. So it's definitely right up my alley. I wasn't sure, man. I was like, I'm just gonna go back to Diablo 3, but no, I'm playing it every moment I can. So
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna wait for this game to be on sale, and then I'll play it because I've never played uh Diablo 1 or 2. I'll play 2 just to experience the story, like what the hell happened before Diablo 3, you know, like with Who's Deckard Cain and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But other than like grinding for gear and like replaying, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, you're right, because that's more for an after game thing, and which I
Yeah.
did for a minute. You can go out and do what? Yeah, it's been so long since I played those, but
Yeah.
or you and your friends can go out and just farm and grind and stuff. But
I like that this game looks eerie than
yeah, it's
3.
definitely got a dark tone to it, and it's
Yeah.
got that. Even though Diablo 3 is like it, it's like it isometric in its true form, right?
Right.
And I think I like the mini map, and the way it works is where you you can either have it in the top left corner, bottom right. Again, this is on an Xbox. Top right corner, or you can like hold down like the select button or the it's the double square button on the left. And then it takes up the whole screen, but it doesn't like impose too much like on where you're trying to go. But you probably don't want to fight in combat that way. But it's like you see that whole thing. It's like, oh, I didn't discover this area or that. But yeah, I like the options that it gives you. Right, to see what areas of what you've discovered. And yeah, so far it's good, man. I'm gonna take that paladin all the way to
Okay.
the end.
Nice. Okay.
I was reading up on it, and they were talking about picking up a scepter in the beginning, which is like, I don't know, isn't that more magic based or whatever, where I feel like that the paladin guy is more of the sword axe guy, like a barbarian, but I could be wrong. So yeah, it's something I don't know. I'm kind of torn because it's like, how many YouTube videos do I want to watch?
Oh
Like,
yeah, with different builds.
Yeah, well, not so much different builds, but like tips and tricks and
Tips and
go
tricks.
here
Yeah.
first and go do that first, and you shouldn't have, picked up this armor or whatever. It's like, I just want to go vanilla, man, and just kind of see where this thing takes me,
Yeah, just
like the
go
brick
for the
wall.
story. See what. Yeah, just do this. Just see what the story is all about. That's how I would play it. But I mean, Diablo 2. It's been having good positive reviews, and Blizzard's done a good job with this remake. It makes me wonder if they're gonna do a remake for Diablo 1.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
would say like the only bugs that I've encountered are, let's say, that are the ones that where I'm back at um the base or whatever it's even called. But so whether I'm going through a portal, I don't know if it matters. Like, but I might be in camp, right?
Right.
And I want to say it happens when whether on the right stick on the controller, you can press that down and your guy will start running really fast. I don't know if that was ever
Oh
in the
yeah.
original game, but it's
I
kind
don't
of
think so.
it's a cool feature, especially if like you already went through this area. You don't need to walk slowly through it again, right? You can just kind of like skip over it. Or you can just keep that on the entire time. And but I turn it off most of the time, right? Especially if I'm in a small dungeon. Yeah, just do it that way.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
Interesting.
but it's good. I'm learning so far. I think I'm just going to keep going into this blind and stay away from the tips and tricks until I hit that brick wall, and then I'll need it. Then I'll go in and try to see what I need to do next that'll help me complete this game. Yeah. Oh, so that game I was talking about last week on Game Pass, that little silly game called I Am Fish, right? Because I like eating a fish bowl. So I saw like somebody had, I think I just searched for it on Twitter. I'm like, I Am Fish, and then boom, it popped up. And then like their DMs were open. I was like, let me just send them a message. I probably will never hear back from them. I doubt it. But as soon as I send them a message that, hey, look, every time I reinstall it, and then it never goes past the starting screen. But he, she, whoever it is, like reply back to me and says, hey man, yeah, every other people are having problems with this. just go ahead and power down the Xbox, and that should fix the problem. And sure enough, it did. I didn't even have to reinstall it. Boom, just did a hard reset on the Series S and back up and running. So started out playing this game, and it kind of teaches this tutorial, which I don't even remember. But what I do remember is, it starts off, you're like in this bread store, because these are from the people that made I Am Bread. Did you ever play that title?
Is that the one where you control the bread's corners and then you gotta like move it to like a toaster in the kitchen?
Yeah.
It's really hard to control.
I want to say you stream this game. I could be wrong, but it seems like
No,
this seems like a nice game.
no, I haven't played it, but I watched a lot of streamers played it. It looks really funny.
Yeah, but I never touched it. But so there's references to that in the beginning of it.
Oh, really? Same developers?
Yeah, so the way it ties is he's got like this squiggly bread or whatever. It's like wobbling like jello. He's like, yeah, that bread fell on the ground. Take it to the pet store because they can use it over there. So you take this guy drives away, takes the bread, and apparently fish love bread. I didn't know this. Since I just gave it fish flakes, when I had a fish before it died, poor thing. But I'm like, are you supposed to feed fucking fish bread? What's up with that? But yeah, so you're eating this bread, and I think they put you in like a round fish bowl, and everybody goes home for the day, and then you decide that you can just move around because all your fish buddies were all sold, man. It was just you, and you were alone. And so the way it works is like, think of this game as like marbles, old school marbles, not marbles on stream, but the old school style, and just controlling everything with a left stick on the controller, almost a joystick. But and then of course, it's like, what is it, like press A or right trigger to, was like swim up or down, right? But really, the only thing that works is the left stick, it seems, for this game. So eventually, you wake your way outside, and you end up on like these. You can use the power lines, right? Because they're connected together. So perfect. It kind of reminds you of like how the bowling ball returns, when it comes back, if you're bowling, hits those rails or whatever. So, but there is no tutorial for that, right? You can go out and you find these collectibles as you're heading down to the city streets or what have you. But even like that first level was like, I didn't know what to do. It's like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? And you just keep getting run over by cars. So finally I made it across the damn street, found more collectibles and the, and into the water. I'm like, am I supposed to go? Yeah. Okay. Hello. Level completed. You made it, right? So like, okay, fuck. I wish they would have told me that or put like an arrow over there. I thought I was supposed to run into the cars or something or run into traffic, but yeah. But I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to play this game again. It was fun for a minute. It's great for kids. I'm sure they're gonna love it. Maybe they should make it easier. Maybe give me a baby mode, man. So I don't know. It's yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not. This is like, it's not so much. I guess it could be considered like some platforming stuff, but I don't know. Give me a jump button. How about that? Yeah, I really don't know if I'm going to go back to it. So, but yeah, that's enough for the fishy game. The other Game Pass title I played was Sable. So I don't know. This is like a Journey with Desert Village people. If you remember that game Journey from, I think that was on PS3. I think was that on there. So it's got like so I think everybody in there, I think in the game is like female, and right, you're raised by females, and or isn't the one guy that you talk to that he's like, you just start out and he's like, hey, here's a speeder bike or whatever that you can use, and it's got like this art style of like, remember that video of like Take On Me by Aha? Remember that art? Yeah, like that's the only way I can describe it.
Like cel shaded?
Yeah, I guess it would be like a cell shaded game where some of the areas are like it's one color, right? And then it's got the lines of just of you're in this like desert area and that's the way it looks. But there are moments in the game where everything kind of comes alive and then it goes back to normal, right? And only your character is the one that, or the other characters have, different colors to their clothes and stuff like that. But I really don't know I want to say this is just more I don't want to say it's a platformer, but you after talking to every character at your base camp and you got to go out and collect these parts to make your own speeder bike. So, and the speeder bike is kind of cool. It's okay. It's not a very big like map in the first area, but the I don't know, like the platforming is kind of cool because the first thing you get is the ability. The first one you get is like a like glider, and that's what they call it in the game. But really, you're just like you can jump from one area to the next, and then it's like this bubble is around you. I'm not sure why they decided to go with that. That's to me, that's not really glider, So I was like, okay, I'll just kind of go with it, and everything was kind of cool. Exploring the area. I would say it's definitely an exploration style type game. So I found these two pieces for the bike that I need. Right. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go get the third piece, and when I went over there to get it, it was like one of this kid came up and it's like, hey, oh, so you're looking for this what is it, like a nuclear thing or something? I don't know what the hell the name of the electronic piece that I might have needed. Well, I like to play games and I've hidden it or whatever. So you need to go collect some butterflies or something. I was like, oh, great. So I'm like, I'm already not liking this game. Go back to the camp because it just says go back and talk to anybody at the camp about it. Get on my speeder bike, go on back over there, and he's like, yeah, you need to go collect those butterflies or whatever. I think that's what they were called. And I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm done with this game. Like, I'm not gonna go collect fucking butterflies now. This is not the game No, this is definitely for a younger audience. So
yeah, I'm watching the gameplay. It looks kind of bland to me. Like the arts, like everything looks so brown and red.
yeah. It's very pastel, right? Is that a good
Yeah,
color palette?
yeah, you
Right?
could say that way. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like light purple, light green.
like a
Yeah.
desert kind of palette.
Right. Yeah, it had that like Arizona, it's got those pillars to it. And that part was cool. Like it wasn't you're not gonna climb every pillar, like every pillar you see, but thought maybe you could have, but they kind of give you a idea of where to go. Not with arrows, but with like there's like something laying against the wall. Like it's probably wood or metal, right? Or whatever. You don't know what it is. But it's like, okay, I know I need to go over there and the way that works is like, let's say you need to climb up something and it's got like your energy bar or whatever it's called in um now I'm trying to think of the Nintendo game here, but that definitely runs out, Your mana, there you go, I'll just use that one. But it will run out eventually. So you can't just climb in any area. And the climbing's cool. Some people were saying that they were complaining about it, but yeah, I thought it was cool. I didn't have any issues with it, but it's not like Tomb Raider either, right? Where you're kind of jumping from one cliff to the next or anything. It's more like everything's kind of more head on, of where you need to go. And there are some ladders, right? You climb ladders, boom, go to the next area.
Okay.
But again, just a smaller indie title if that's what you're into. Then yeah. But that's all I've been playing. What about you, Nypron? You got
All right. Um. So first things first, I got a Nintendo Switch. Secondhand.
Whoa, big guy over here,
not
Nintendo
you didn't wait for
Switch.
the OLED version to come out?
No, no, I'm not gonna wait for it because there's no games for it. That's interesting. Um. Instead, I got the Switch Lite, Nintendo Switch Lite. I don't plan on streaming on this. I'm just gonna use this console whenever I go travel somewhere or, on a commute. Um, and the game that I got on the Switch was Monster Hunter Rise. And
That's definitely your console game.
yeah. When I first got the game, I was kind of worried that I might have some performance issues because I got the light, and I booted up, and it's like I think I got like around 30 frames per second, 30 to 60. It looked pretty high, and the graphics reminds me of Monster Hunter World too. I feel like they copy pasted a lot of the monsters from Monster Hunter World into Rise. Like also like the same moves that they have. So the first weapon that I learned in that game is the long sword. It's just the same moves as Monster Hunter World, except you have an added ability where you use this thing called wire bugs, and you use wire bugs to like fly up into the air and do like special moves. Like all of the weapons have these cool special moves from wire bugs. Cause I know in Monster Hunter World they have this thing called the clutch claw, where you can grapple onto the monster and then you can like wall bang the monsters and stuff like that. They don't have that in Rise.
Wall bang the monsters.
Yeah,
Wall banging, not curb stomping, wall banging.
You
wall bang it. Right, wall banging monsters.
Oh yeah.
But for this one,
Sounds
they
like
have
a fun Friday
bugs.
night. Mm-hmm.
No, not in this one.
Oh, okay.
So this one they have like wire bugs. You can actually mount on the monsters and control them per se. Like you can use their moves on other monsters, or you can wall bang with the wire bugs. Either or. I've been playing that for a little bit. I'm on, I believe, I think there's like, what do you call it? Like, there's different ranks. There's hunter ranks. I'm on hunter rank 4. I've been playing it casually. Yeah, it's all right.
I want to say I'm glad you picked this one up, because going back, when did I have that Switch or sold it? Was it like a year and a half ago, maybe
Right.
a little longer?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I spoke about right before I sold it too, and I think it might have been a clincher for me for like, yeah, let's go ahead and sell it, I guess, because I downloaded Monster Hunter, whatever the latest expansion is. Now I'm getting confused between Worlds and the other one, but and I think it was basically a demo, and I was like, oh man, this does not look anything like the one that I have, Like, I understand it's 720p, and the processor's not as strong, but I was like, no, there's no way I would play this on the Switch, But I know I know World's got a lot better reviews, really good reviews actually.
Yeah. I know there's a demo for this on the Switch. If you guys want to try it for free.
Yeah, Imsku's telling me to try. He says I would like it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a game for everybody.
Is it a Jesus game? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Cause it's one of those games where you have to like redo the monsters. Like if you want certain armor piece and stuff, you gotta kill the monster for the teeth. And sometimes they don't drop the teeth. I hate that shit.
Oh gosh, then you got to go back and do it again. Yeah.
Yes, I really hate that. And the monsters are like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, rip all his fucking teeth out at once, bro. Just take them all.
Yeah.
See, I told you, Nypron, that's why I can't play these games. I don't like those 15-minute battles.
Yeah. What's that free Monster Hunter game that they released on the Epic Store?
Oh, that's on everything.
Dauntless?
It's called Dauntless. Yeah, it's on everything.
Oh,
I think there's crossplay
You
too.
ever tried Dauntless, Nypron?
yeah. When it first came out,
It was
I
pretty
did.
good,
But
actually. It wasn't
It's
bad.
still,
It wasn't a bad game.
That game. Epic does.
Yeah, it's still going.
yeah, it's alright. Yeah.
I mean, the
I like that
graphics were
game.
pretty decent, and it was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, there's no like exploration. They just drop you into the boss fight and just fucking fight him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I want to say everything's super close to town, which, right? That's where you just buy everything. You know,
Yeah, you just teleport to the
all the
fights.
microtransactions. Just buy it.
Yeah, I might try that game again. I think it's on the Switch too. Yeah.
It's on everything, yeah.
They made
Yeah.
sure to release that on everything.
Yeah. Another game I played was Pokemon Unite on the Switch.
Okay.
So that game is a MOBA type of game. It's
Yeah.
we call that. What's MOBA stands for again? Multiplayer.
Multiplayer online battle
Oh,
arena or something like that?
Arena.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a League of Legends kind of thing, where you got like these fucking towers.
Yeah.
You gotta like, stuff, something like that. but in this game you don't have towers. You have these things called hoops, and you play as a Pokemon, and you kill minions, and they drop like, I don't know, like coins. I think they're coins, and the goal is you have to dunk those coins into the enemy's hoop, which is essentially like the towers in League of Legends or Dota. I mean, it's pretty casual. I played that game as Pikachu a lot. Yeah, other than that game's alright. It's not nothing special.
Is there a Pokemon game that you were looking to?
Yeah, what's your
in the
favorite
future?
Pokemon game?
I do have Pokemon Sword and Shield
That's a good one.
yeah, on GameFly. I'm renting it. It is on my
Which one are
it
you
is on my
renting?
wait list.
Is it
I think I
Sword
got Shield.
or Shield?
Cause someone told me to get Shield. Shield's, I don't know why, but he's like, yeah, you gotta get Shield, man.
Shield,
You get some good stuff in there.
they have different. I think the main difference between the two of them are that they have different legendary Pokemon, right?
Okay.
That's the main difference, I think, between the two. I think that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I think you can transfer the Pokemon from Shield to Sword or Sword to Shield. But I think there's like one Pokemon that's exclusive to Shield, and one that's exclusive to Sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a first generation Pokemon, you know.
So you never played any other Pokemons in the past, like old Pokemons?
Only like Pokemon Red, Yellow.
Okay, so you have played some.
Yeah, it's on the Game Boy. I played a lot of that. Like first generation Pokemon.
Those are better Pokemons. I feel like they're just so like they're just so simple. You know, it's like you just explore, you fight. These new Pokemon, like I've been playing, I believe it's Shield also or Sword, one of the two, and I've been going to the gyms, and it's just a lot of work sometimes, man, because you gotta like explore everything. Where the maps are a little fucking complicated, and you're just constantly getting into battles, like constantly, like you're just trying to get to the next town, and you get into like 50 fucking battles, and you're like, God damn it, dude! All my Pokemon are dead. I've been fighting them nonstop. Goddamn Pokemon, they're all gonna die.
They need portals in Pokemon. That's what they need.
They need fast travel is what they need.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my wait list in GameFly, so
Okay.
eventually I'll play it. Hopefully it's not too long. Not a long game.
I got a couple recommendations for you. I mean, not that I'm a big Switch person. I'm sure people are going to be yelling other titles, but
Okay.
I say, is it Pac-Man 99?
Oh,
I've watched streams of that. I want to say it's free to play
No,
on the Switch.
well, it is, but it isn't. You need to have that online service.
Oh, yeah.
Connect. Oh yeah, it's cheap though.
Which
I
is
think
like
it's like
$20
$20 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one.
That and that
Also,
and Dead Cells.
also that. But did you see that Nypron? They're adding all the like a bunch of Nintendo 64 games on there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're adding like
Pretty excited for
a
that.
ton of them, like really cool ones, dude. Yeah. Like they're adding that obviously Super Mario 64. They're adding a bunch of other.
Hell yeah. James Bond. That was one game that I played on the 64 a lot.
That's one game they're not adding. They're not adding James Bond.
Oh, damn it.
Because I think they don't have the rights. They don't
Licensing.
have the rights to it. Yeah. But they're adding Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64,
that's Star Fox.
Yoshi's Story. They're adding
Yeah.
the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Perfect.
Okay.
Dr. Mario 64. Sin and Punishment, which is the first time being released outside of Japan. And Mario Tennis 64. And in the future, they've announced that they're adding a few more games like Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, F-Zero X, Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards,
Oh, nice.
Banjo-Kazooie, Paper Mario, Mario Golf, and Pokemon Snap, the original Pokemon Snap. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I hope they're free because I downloaded the Super Nintendo. Like, they have this thing, the emulator kind of thing. It's free. You could play all the Nintendo games, all old ones.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
free.
So they're adding that, but it's going to be the Nintendo 64 one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm excited for that then.
I just wonder how the games are going to... I was going to say, I wonder how they're going to control with the Switch controllers, but they're probably going to be way better than that 64 controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That controller was so uncomfortable. They had like that one thumbstick in the middle.
Yeah.
And they had like the 3 handles. You're like, how do I hold this? You know, you're like... And they had that one trigger on the back. Remember that?
What is
man.
what are they releasing? I think it's I didn't link any articles, but I saw was it the Sega like Genesis controllers or like sort of like I guess they're being made for the Switch, but only in Japan.
Yeah, so they're releasing...
I don't have any details on that, but I was like, wait, what?
So with this, apparently with this big update for with Nintendo 64, they're also gonna bring Nintendo or Sega games, Sega Genesis games, to the Nintendo Switch Online. But they're also they're offering a wireless Nintendo 64 controller, which I don't know who the fuck would want that. Yeah, so you can buy a wireless Nintendo 64 controller that connects to your Switch, so you can play these games with an original 64 controller. Or if you're planning to play any of the Sega Genesis games, they're releasing a Sega Genesis controller, a wireless one also. Both of these controllers cost $49.99 each, and it's kind of crazy because the Sega Genesis one actually is branded Sega Genesis on the controller, like it says Sega Genesis on it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy, right? Think about back in the day, that used to be like main competitors or whatever. And now they're coming onto the Switch as a peripheral.
Yeah, but every time I see those, though, I always think that, like, I always see them at, like, Target and Walmart. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they just have their classic console that maybe, there just seem to be so many of those things out there.
Yeah, but these are special controllers that connect wirelessly to your Switch.
Right, yeah. Understood, yeah, on that one. So, no, it's cool. It's cool for...
I kind of want that. Looking at that Genesis controller brings back so much memories for me, because I had a Genesis growing up.
Yeah.
And, like, I kind of want one. I'm just looking at it, I'm like, God damn, like that. I remember playing so much. What was that fucking game? Smash TV. I played so much of that fucking game, Gunny. So much. Like, I'm telling you, I played that game so goddamn much. It was insane. That...
You know, when I think of Smash TV, I think, is it not Serious Sam, but who's the other character I'm thinking of that has, like, maybe it is like Serious Sam. I don't know. Just has that like same, cool sunglasses and muscle shirt on and just going around tearing shit up.
Yeah, there was also that Shinobi game. I played a fuck ton of that game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
My brother
I played
used
that
to be
one
a
too.
pro at that game.
Remember that like ninja game or whatever, Shinobi?
Yep. I see. These are all like arcade games. I remember playing.
Yeah, but they all came to the Nintendo or the Nintendo Genesis, the Sega Genesis. Yeah,
You
man.
remember the Ninja Turtle games?
And Sonic the Hedgehog too.
Yeah, Sonic too.
All those Sonic games, dude. Those Sonic games. God, so many good games on the Genesis.
The Simpsons, right?
The Simpsons.
Yeah, Genesis was dope, dude. It was a dope fucking system.
Batman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I had that one on the. I had the Batman game on the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
I
really?
don't remember that one.
I remember that. Pretty sure it was on the Super Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat was also a big thing on that console.
On the Nintendo? Yeah. Oh, the game was called Batman Returns.
Yeah.
See, and it came out on the Genesis, the Nintendo, and a bunch of other consoles. It came out on everything at the time. Holy fuck.
I'm sure if I saw screenshots or gameplay, I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I remember that game." But
No, yeah, it was like a side-scrolling, like beat 'em up Batman game, and it looked pretty good for the graphics at the time. Like it really did. Even looking at screenshots now, I'm like, fuck, that was in the 90s. It's not too bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's a cartoony look and it's older looking, but like, I'm sure these are all still images. Probably the animations were kind of shitty.
what's the other one I was thinking of? Was it? No, but I think it was on the Super Nintendo. Was Castlevania?
Yeah, man.
Or it was hell. That was probably on the original Nintendo, for all I know.
Huh. Is that the one where if you die, you have to start all over? There's no saves.
Yeah,
Anywhere?
I want to say it is. Gosh, I remember.
I haven't played that.
I don't remember if there were checkpoints or not.
Okay.
I think it did have checkpoints.
Huh. Yeah, I remember playing Terminator on the Sega and Battletoads. Yeah, I played a lot of games on the Sega. Alright, other than that, I downloaded some cloud games on the Nintendo Switch. So they're actually demos. I wanted to try what the cloud gaming is like.
Okay.
And I tried what's this game? Plague Style Innocence.
Yeah, Tail.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did it work? How well did it do? And how are you? What's your setup? So, well, I guess there is no Ethernet cable.
Remember, I'm playing on a Nintendo Switch Lite, so I don't have the docking or anything.
okay.
It's just straight up the console, and surprisingly, it's pretty good. There's little to no latency. I think it's because of the resolution, because it's like 720, so there's less data between Wi-Fi. Yeah, I played that game for like 5 minutes and I enjoyed it. It's pretty cool. It works, you know. I also tried what's that other game? Control on the cloud gaming.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, how did that run?
Cool.
Did it run pretty good?
Yeah, you should try it.
Because I know I have it on the PC, and on the PC it runs flawlessly. I mean, it looks incredible.
Oh, well, yeah.
Great. It's not going to compare to that. That's why I'm kind of afraid to try it, because I know I'm going to be comparing it to that version, and it's just not fair, you know?
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not fair, you know? You're like... Yeah, it's like me comparing the Frostpunk that I was streaming Frostpunk to my cloud, and then like comparing that to a Frostpunk on my Steam account. It's really hard, you know, to really...
It's still latency and all that.
Yeah, the latency, plus
Gosh,
it's
man.
a console version, plus it's being streamed at 1080p.
Yeah.
You know, like all that, you know. It's locked at 30 frames or whatever the fuck it is on the console. Plus, you can only use a controller and all that. So, like, it's a lot of caveats.
Yeah.
And on the Switch, I don't know, man, but personally, I fucking hate using the Joy-Cons. I fucking
Okay,
hate it. Like,
I understand.
so like I would hate playing control with the Joy-Con. I fucking would. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like I tried playing Apex, dude. Fuck, that was terrible, man. I was like, God damn, this is the worst. Man. And I have a pro controller, like I have one, but it still was like bad. It was just like it looks bad, it runs bad, but it wasn't running bad. It was running at 30 frames. It's just it doesn't feel like the PC version, which is like super polished, super fast, super smooth, super nice looking. You know, there's like no lag. It's constantly fucking like high frame rates. It's super nice, you know, like, and you go to 30 frames with low settings and everything looks like a cartoon, and you're like, why does this look like a cartoon all of a sudden? Like, it doesn't look like Apex. It looks like a cartoon version of Apex. It literally does. It looks like a cartoon version like of Apex. If you look at the Switch, you look at the PC on high settings, on ultra settings or whatever, and you go to the Switch version looks like a cartoon. Like, it's so pixelated and it's so like...
That's so bad.
It's so dumbed down, or whatever the fuck the settings are, that it looks like a cartoon. It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon or something.
Now, I wondered just with the new OLED, I understand its resolution is still going to be 720 or in handheld mode. So I don't know. I just wonder, like, what's the difference going to be like visually, like for somebody going
nothing.
To an old, I don't know. You know, like, is it going to be?
No.
Make a huge difference. Like,
it won't on some game like that. Maybe
more colorful, but I don't know if it's still going to have that cartoony look for some games.
In other games, it will make a difference. I feel like in
maybe a first party
Mario,
for sure.
like Mario games and shit, make more colorful but brighter colors. You know, darker darks and brighter brights, but. I personally think that they should have not released the dock version, or with this OLED version, they should also have announced a OLED Nintendo Switch Lite version. You know? Like they also should have. They should have also updated.
That'll probably come next. I'm sure
they have to, right? Because I'm assuming that the Switch is gonna have the same lifetime as what was that other console, the 3DS. You know how like that thing was around for like 12 years or something?
Yeah.
I think the Switch is going to be around for that long.
A million games out for that thing.
I think the Switch will still be here in 2025. I think people will still be playing the Switch. I think that Nintendo will still be making the fucking Switch. I don't think there's going to be an updated Switch until then. That's when they're going to come out and say, okay, we're going to have better graphics and better this and better that.
Switch 3D. Here we go.
Yeah. Or something like that. But like...
Yeah.
I personally, like, everyone keeps talking about this Switch 4K, Switch upgraded Switch. I really don't see that happening until this whole chip shortage ends, which rumor has it it's not going to until 2020, like, past 2023. So, let's say it ends in 2024. You're going to have all these companies making up, trying to catch up with the technology. So, I say 2025 is when a new Switch would probably be coming out. If I'm betting that Nintendo is running the way they usually run, which is they never sell consoles at a loss. They never ever sold a console at a loss. Every console they've ever made and released, they've made money on it from launch day. Like, it's not like PlayStation or Xbox where they'll sell, like PlayStation will sell PlayStations at a loss, PS5s at a loss, and Xbox will sell Xboxes at a loss. Just to get more users. Nintendo don't give a fuck. Nintendo's like, no. You motherfuckers are going to pay us more for this, and we're going to resell you all the games that you already had. We're going to resell you all of them, bitch.
Way.
Bitch. You think you're going to own these on your digital library? How, you fucking loser. Your fucking library doesn't exist anymore, bitch. You got to buy them all again.
You really like our online, our non-existent online thing? We're going to charge you for that, too.
Yeah, bitch. And you're going to like it, motherfucker. Yeah, guess what? You're going to give us 10 out of 10s on every fucking game we remake. Every single one.
And anybody that streams this, we get a portion of that. How do you like that now?
And if you put this on your fucking YouTube channel, Nypron, we're going to fucking take all the money, bitch.
Ooh.
We'll claim copyright if you even complain.
All right? Try to put this on your YouTube channel. We'll fuck you up. Take all
Don't
your
even think
money.
about Twitch, pal.
Yeah. Don't think about asking for no bits while you play Mario. We'll fucking take all those bits. And charge you. And charge you for taxes. And interest. And collection fees. And lawyer fees.
You really want to push it, Nypron? We're taking you to court.
Yeah, bitch. Let's go to court. Yeah! Fight! Let's go! I feel like Nintendo, that's how they would fucking...
Yeah.
That's how they talk behind closed doors. They just cuss and don't give a fuck. Look at these idiot Americans. They keep buying the same Mario game over and over. Look at these dumbasses. They keep buying Zelda. We haven't made a new Zelda in 10 years. These idiots keep buying it. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking dumbasses. Yeah. Let's just resell Mario Kart for the 100th time. They'll buy it. They'll fucking buy it, and they'll like it, and they'll say it's a 10 out of 10.
What we should do? We should make a mobile version of that, and then just have these high price transactions. There you go. Right there.
Huh?
10 out of 10.
For you non-Switch owners, you want to play Mario Kart? There you go.
They'll say 10 out of 10, no matter what we do. We'll put shit on a plate and put it on a fucking game, and slap Nintendo label on it. It'll be 10 out of 10. Best shit on the plate ever.
Best smelling shit ever.
By Nintendo. Oh. Speaking of Nintendo, the Sega Genesis collection is not available. Wait, are you done with the games you've been playing?
Not really.
Oh, how big is your fucking list, bro? What else have you been playing?
While.
God.
All right. I got a PC last week. I bought a PC.
Well, Mayo should be here. Mayo wishes. See, Mayo regrets that. See, Mayo now wishes he would have paid for that pit crew.
Mayo, you know what I realized when I bought my PC? My PC is nothing special, right? It's got...
What does it got?
1060 GTX. It's got 16 gigs of RAM. i7 2.6 gigahertz. Okay. I mean, it's quite beefy, but not that beefy. You know what I mean? But I'm really surprised that it can run a lot of games, even like modern games. You know,
most graphic cards can. I mean, like, yes, you have an older graphics card which is not as powerful as like newer stuff, but it's still a 1000 series card. Dude, there's people using 900 series cards, the generation before your card, and they're still running games from nowadays on those cards.
Yeah, I was really surprised because the first time I built my PC, I would think I had like a graphics card like 500, something like that, and every time a game would come out, I always have to get a new one, you know, just to run the game. But I feel like nowadays there's so many games. There's like billions of games, I feel like. And I could run it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. You're not going to run Cyberpunk at ultra settings. I mean,
no.
You know what I mean? But you can still run it. And, say, what's your monitor? Like a 1080?
Yeah, 1080.
So, yeah, if you're running it at 1080p, most games will run pretty good on that. Even when, like, Gunny, do you have a 1070, right, Gunny?
Yeah, the 1070 Ti, and I've got the
even with that
165 hertz monitor.
But even with the 1070 Ti, if you drop it down to 1080p, you will be able to get a lot of games to run on higher or ultra settings easily.
Yeah.
You know, like 1080 cards and 1070s and even 1060s. Those are pretty good cards, man. Like, and
yeah, I was really surprised. Like,
so you got games. You got this last week. Did you buy it or did you build it?
I bought it. It's actually a gaming laptop. It's all pre-built in the laptop, but I mean, it works, you know. Yeah, I downloaded a lot of old games. Like I played a lot of
What's your laptop called?
I believe this is. I forgot. It's like an Acer. I don't remember the name.
Oh, come on, bro. Go to specs. We need specs.
It's an Acer Republic of Gamers laptop.
Is it the Nitro?
Yeah, ROGs.
The Nitro series Acer? All these have
Is
All
there?
these have AMD cards.
It has an Nvidia, but I don't remember the name. But I played a lot of old games like Insurgency on it, Subnautica, and I was really happy that I could finally play Project Zomboid, which Gunny has been playing the last
Yes.
few weeks. Uh, so Gunny, this game. So I've been playing a lot of Build 41 beta. So in this build, there's a lot of graphic improvements, but I really don't recommend playing this because it's a lot harder than Build 40. Because you know how in Build 40, like the zombies are just randomly spawns everywhere and then they just wander off. Sometimes it's like easy to sneak by them, you know.
Yeah. So
But
yeah,
in
they but I do watch more streams. I think is it 40, 41? I haven't messed
Mhm.
around with that much. I've just been playing like whatever the latest version is. And then I usually just chose easy mode.
Oh, there's it. Oh, is that the builders mode or whatever?
No, no, it's not. No, not like that. But it's just whatever for beginners like me, baby mode, right? Just the beginners mode. So, and then
Oh,
I
yeah, I
just
never
usually
had
check.
that.
I'll usually just click on whatever Kentucky, Mississippi map, whatever is there. Like I haven't. The only
Uh-huh.
mods that I've messed around with are like the mini map or something, but no like extra weapons or armor or anything like that.
Yeah, the only mods that I have in that game is the bigger fonts because the fonts in
Oh
that game are
yeah.
so tiny. I had to get a mod to make the fonts so bigger because I can't read that text. It's really tiny.
Yes, you can see
Uh,
like the little cheater glasses that I'm wearing, right?
yeah.
Even me, I'm like, right? I guess it is green. What does that say?
Mhm.
Toilet paper. Okay, yeah. I guess I need
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, in build 41, like I feel like, wait, you know how like whenever I pop around a corner, like if I'm sticking to a wall of a house, and then I would pop out a corner, there would be a zombie randomly spawning in the corner and just that jump scare on you. I'm like, this is not in build 40, you know? And I easily die from that.
Yeah, same
uh,
here when I go into a house, right?
uh,
But I know it's got that cone vision, which is just part of the regular game itself.
mm,
And but if you go into a house and the lights aren't on or whatever, if you're going into a closet, oh, like a bathroom, right? That's a good example,
right.
right? Because maybe the lights are, I don't know, and then you're just like, what the fuck? There was no zombie in there a second ago. Yeah. And once they get a
Yeah.
hold of you, like you better have a weapon already out because it
Yeah.
it's like quicksand, right? Where you can't move.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few times where I get overconfident, like, oh, I can take on 3 zombies at a time. This is easy. Yeah, don't worry, I have an axe, you know? And
Yeah.
sometimes, man, some of those zombies are like really quick. Like once you push them off, they start to like lunge at you like zero point 0.1 seconds later. That's when I get bitten. I'm like, ah, crap. Once you get bitten, then it's game over.
Well,
Cause
is it though? Like because I don't know how that. I understand like the mechanics of how this works, where
uh,
you can just start like just hack and slash on a zombie. It doesn't work, right? It's like real life where you have to, press fucking X or whatever, the A, I don't know, keep
mm-hmm,
whatever left on the mouse button which is what I'm using. And
right,
like at the right time when the zombie approaches, you can't do it after or before, right? It's like real life.
yeah,
So that's how that works. You're either gonna go over their shoulder or
yeah,
slice in air, like I get it, but once you get it, you get it, right? Like, but you better be on top of your game, and especially when you're trying to
yeah.
fight, like you said, three
And
at once.
I know once you get bitten by a zombie, it's guaranteed game over. It's pretty much you're gonna get turned over to a zombie. It's just a matter of time. Uh, but sometimes you would get scratched by them as well. And that one, yeah, I think you have like a 25% chance.
Oh, is that
You
what it
just,
is? Because
yeah,
I usually I'll get into a house and I'm getting my cotton balls and um
you
my
treat your your wounds.
yeah, and then I'll get like not hydrogen peroxide, but whatever it is, like that equivalent to that, right? And then
Uh,
I make sure I wipe that down before putting on bandages and
yeah,
like, okay, I see their scratches, but yeah, you're right, like but eventually they go away. So maybe because I'm playing on an easier mode, eventually
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Like,
got a better chance.
like you, Gunny. I'm also learning how to survive. It's just every time I play that game, like I survive for like one day, and then that's it. I have a hard time like finding how to like, well, I don't know what to do. Like I like first when I spawn, I usually just try to find like a garbage bag or a backpack and try to get as much canned foods or a weapon. And at that point, I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Do I stay at a house, like try to find a house and bunker up, or and just try to learn from reading books or whatever? It's like learn skills of carpentry or yeah. At that point, I'm stuck. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm trying to survive. I want to survive at least one week or a month. You know?
Yeah, that's true because I follow one of the Reddit thing, which I don't get on very often, but I see people posting it all the time. Oh, I survived 8 days. I survived 18 days. I survived 29 days, 8 hours, 14 seconds. Like yeah, it's just one of those
Yeah.
games where it doesn't. The game saves, right? I think when you rest or sleep.
Yes. I believe so. Yes. You can also log out. I think right, and then when
I
you
don't
log back
know.
in,
I'm not sure because there's no save button. So
yeah,
I
there's
don't.
no.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't even think it's rest. I think it's sleep only is when it really saves.
Hmm.
But I guess you can just log out. I don't know how that works. Like, does it just put you in a nearby house? Do you still have your inventory?
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know enough about it. I watched some videos on it, but it's like, yeah, or gone a Reddit post. But
Yeah. It's just
yeah,
constant
everybody
learning.
recommends just doing whatever you want in this game.
Yeah.
Like you want to go crazy, go crazy, go try to bunker up in a house. Go try that. Good luck with that. They say.
Yeah. Yeah. This is one of those games where I'll just kick it up, boot it up if I ever feel like it, and just play for like a few hours, and then that's it. uh, this other game I played is called Devour. This is on Steam for $5. This game is a four-player co-op game, kind of like Phasmophobia, but it's a little bit more intense. Um, so I believe there's three levels to this game. The first level is uh, I believe it's called Anna. You, there's this demon called Anna, and there's this mishap where she tried to summon a demon named Azazel, whatever, and something goes wrong, and then she turned into a goat demon. And our job is to try to finish that ritual that she started, and it's pretty scary. So the goal is you have to sacrifice like 10 goats, and then you win the game. But each time you sacrifice the goats, Anna would get mad and start to kill us one by one. Um, yeah, very scary
So,
game.
so tell me, what was the other game called that Phasmophobia? So
Yeah.
I liked Phasmophobia in the beginning. I never played it, but I know Jesus and everybody else played this
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
But I've watched my buddy, a few of them, and even Vengeful General was playing this, and even other streamers were like, "Okay, now we know everything to do." Like this is even after like 5 days of playing, right? You do
Yeah.
everything correctly, that's it. You win every single time, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like there's no longevity to this game. Is there anything different about this one? Do you think that? might set it apart?
That's a good question.
Yeah, any random events that happen, if you're might be the better
yeah,
question.
Devour is mostly just a lot of jump scares. Like you'll know when the jump scare is coming because the demon is gonna yell or do that yell, angry yelling around the house, and then you're like, "Oh shit, he's coming for me. She's mad." But in Phasmophobia, you're trying to get clues for as to what the ghosts you're facing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, and the jump scares are pretty random depending on uh the ghosts that you're facing that you have to figure out. Because sometimes there's shy ghosts, sometimes there's aggressive ghosts that only attacks when you're alone or with a group of people. Um, but yeah, Phasmophobia is pretty cool.
Yeah, that game still gives me the chills. Ooh.
Really?
Oh, man, just watching it.
I tried to solo that game last week. It didn't work out. I got spooked and I out that for it. Nope, that's it.
Oh, right, and I want to say it's got some VR support for it too.
Yeah. The last game I played on the PC is called Raft. This game is like $20 on Steam. It's one of those survival / Minecraft games, the building games. You start off like in a 4x4 wood raft, and the way you expand your raft is you have to fish for items that are like in the ocean. You have like a hook that you gotta fish out, and you gotta basically fish for wood, leaves, or plastics. And you just use those to expand your raft and um make your grill and your water. Try to get that hydration up, and you just keep going, build your raft even bigger, and put up a sail, and eventually you'll find an island, and you could go to that island and find like metal ores and stuff to make your raft even better. I've been addicted to that game. I don't play a lot of survival games, but raft is really taking my time. It's something very relaxing about that game. I think it's the fishing mechanic, the fishing for items and stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all I've been playing.
Yeah!
Cool.
Fuck yeah! That's a long list there, Nypron.
Jeez.
Dude, my hand hurts. My finger hurts. My pinky hurts, Gunny. What's going on?
What happened?
What have you been doing with your pinky?
I don't know, man. Pinky hurts. Every so often where I hold I keep my elbow bent like this, or I don't know, if I'm laying in bed and
carpal tunnel, man.
If I'm laying in bed and I have my elbow bent, like using my phone or something, or I'm watching TV and I have my hand on my phone like this and I'm holding it like this up, my pinky and my ring finger go numb, dude. Like half of my hand goes numb.
Yeah, it's called carpal tunnel.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's not bad, obviously. Like it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, but I could legit
time,
like this
seek
this
medical help.
This one, like my pinky and my ring finger goes numb, and they go numb, and then I know that if I extend my arm out, if I just put it straight, it goes away. Like it goes away after like a couple minutes. Really weird, man. But today it hurts. Today my pinky hurts, like my pinky and my ring finger. They hurt.
Aren't you working in a manufacturing?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of repeated movements of the hands.
Yeah, I'm pulling milk crates all day. Yeah, big heavy milk crates.
Yeah.
Big 300 pounds worth of milk all day long.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah,
you gotta be strong, Jesus. You gotta be like me.
Yeah, how much fucking milk gallon weighs? Like 8 pounds, dude, for one little gallon or whatever the fuck. Like, for a whole case, it's like There's 6 gallons in a case. The case is like 50-something pounds.
Damn.
It's like 52 pounds per case because each gallon is like 8.5 pounds or 8 and something pounds.
Are you in like a assembly line?
No, we're in a,
okay.
Like a big refrigerator. So it's cold in there, and you're just pulling milk onto the tracks.
Milkman.
Milkman cheese. Anyways, let's get into some news. It's news time.
Pitty, pitty, pitty. Breaking news.
I don't know about breaking, but this is news.
Every time I got breaking news, Jesus.
I got breaking news right now. The Cowboys beat the Eagles just now, recently, Gunny.
Nobody cares.
41-21. Everyone cares. Everyone cares. Cowboys just beat the fucking Eagles.
That's sports ball talk. We talked about that earlier.
Okay, we got some news here. Okay, what the fuck is this? What is this, Gunny?
I wanted you to read this because it's not gaming related, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun for the boomers.
Is this even
it's
a
that
real
crypto
thing?
talk. It's good.
What is this? Is this a real thing?
All right, so you know what? Let me just click on that really quick.
This isn't a real article. This is like an Onion article, isn't it?
No, this is PC Gamer. So check this out.
Oh my god.
So we've got Mr. Gox, the crypto hamster, is the furry financer outpacing the fat cats, my friend. He's one of the perennial arguments about stock market trading, Jesus. You do stock market trading, right?
Yeah.
I don't. Is whether the markets can be predicted, or whether you're just better off randomly picking some stock and hoping for the best. The latter is very basic summation of the random walk hypothesis, a foundational
Wait, so this
theory
guy
still
pretty
argued
much
over to the day.
So pretty much what happens here. Let's skip the article. This guy built a box that's connected to a computer, and based on where the hamster walks, or the rat, or whatever the fuck he is, he's a hamster.
He's a hamster, Mr. Gox.
He's a fucking rat. Okay, wherever the fuck the rat walks, depending on which tunnel the rat chooses, it switches the stock, and it'll you either buy it or you sell it, and then when he runs on the wheel, it changes the stock, which stock it is, and this is all based on this dude's real money. This guy must be rich. All right, this guy must have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have a rat decide your purchases randomly without even like any idea of what it's doing. It's
How do you know it doesn't know what it's doing, huh?
It's a fucking rat. It ain't Ratatouille, dude. It ain't gonna fucking ain't a fucking special rat that knows how to do stock trading. All right, this is like the Ratatouille cousin, Mr. Gox, who's a fucking rat. The next movie that's gonna come out, a Ratatouille sequel, is gonna be his cousin in New York, who lives on Wall Street, and he's helping some big fucking fat cat get even richer. Because he's a fucking rat that's showing someone how to use the stock market and manipulate it.
I'm gonna build a bigger cage. I'm gonna put my horse in it. Okay. Put a live stream going. See whichever stall it goes into, that's what stock it buys.
So apparently this guy says that Mr. Gox, the rat, has gained him a 20% increase in 3 months on his investments. Which is
good?
That's really good. That's like that's higher than you would get normally with like just like putting your money with like an investing firm, you know what I mean? Because investing firms will guarantee like so much, right? But there's never really a guarantee. It's like we project that we can get you 5%, but we don't guarantee we can get you 5%. We might get you 2%. We might get you 1%. We might lose you 2%. There's no guarantee. But this dude apparently made 20% profits with this fucking rat, just randomly going to the tunnels and buying and selling on the. He sells everything or buys everything on the dot. Like, if he walks through the sell tunnel, everything in that stock gets sold automatically. Everything, not like I'm only selling a partial, I'm only selling half. No, he's selling everything at once. And then he walks through the buy tunnel. He buys everything at once. Snow.
How do we know this guy is not just putting the food in the tunnel? I think he's the rat.
You think he's the rat? You think he's like tricking everyone? And he has but he has a webcam. He has a webcam in the cage, so he can see the rat. And then he has a cam facing one way, and he has another video camera facing the other way, and he's watching the rat all night or all day, and the rat just does his thing. All right, rat goes into work every morning. He calls it the rat trading office or the Gog box, the trading office. So he opens up the door for him in the morning, and he goes to work during trading hours. The rat's in there working, trading stocks.
Damn, that's crazy. That rat probably makes more money than
that rat.
One day I make all year.
This guy is probably fucking having a lot of money to spend. All right.
Well.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. Fuck this rat. I ain't fucking trusting my money to a rat.
Buy Bitcoin, people, through this rat.
Through this
what
rat.
I'm saying.
Whatever the rat buys, you should buy. Just watch him on YouTube or whatever.
On Twitch.
Moving on to some more news. Shigeru Miyamoto dropped a bomb on Nintendo fans. That's right. 4 days ago, Nypron, during a Nintendo Direct stream, when he announced new details for an upcoming Mario animated movie. That's right, Nypron. Are you excited? No, Nypron. Look at him. He just got so excited. This movie is set to release on December 21st, 2022, Nypron. And Chris Pratt will voice Mario himself.
Who knew?
What voice? I thought he was going to be acting.
Well, he is the voice.
It's animated.
It's animated.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be all animated, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay, keep going, Jesus. I got excited here.
So Luigi is going to be played by Charlie Day. Peach will be played by Anya Taylor-Joy. Bowser will be played by Jack Black.
Yes.
Voiced by Jack Black. Donkey Kong will be voiced by Seth Rogen.
Okay, weird choice.
Toad by Keegan-Michael Key. Cranky Kong by Fred Armisen. Kamek by Kevin Michael Richardson. And Spike by Sebastian Maniscalco. So there's that. Yeah. Also, Jack Black will be playing Claptrap in the upcoming Borderlands film as well. He'll be doing the voice for Claptrap. And that's a live action film, but Claptrap apparently will be like CGI or some shit. Obviously, right? They're going to have fucking Jack Black dressed as a fucking in a box suit or something. I'm Claptrap.
He's
fucking cardboard box.
Gained some weight over the years.
Fucking
like an R2D2.
Yeah, fucking run a cardboard box and shit. Fucking Claptrap, you know.
It'd be an extra large,
Yeah, some pretty high names.
Claptrap's cousin,
Big Super Mario.
Yeah.
You guys excited for it?
I am.
No.
I am. I think it's a good cast.
No.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a hit at the box office.
Maybe. You gotta have the Mario voice, right?
Yeah.
Can Chris Pratt pull off the "It's a Me" Mario voice? Can he pull that off?
You know, I hope it's not like. You know what I think it might
be? Can he pull that off? Can he pull them?
So, you know how when they come out with like a first trailer type thing where
this be some American ass, yo dog, it's Mario. What up? What up, Gunny?
I think it's gonna be like half the people love it, half the people hate it.
Where's that bitch made ass Bowser at? I'm gonna beat his ass. Me and my boy Luigi.
Mario.
Me and my boy Luigi coming in hot. Word, Mario, we coming in hot, dog.
34th Street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, coming in hot. Where's my bitch Peach at? Yeah. Well, and then Donkey Kong coming in. Oh, what's up, Bowser? They call me Kong in the streets. My boy Cranky Kong is over there chilling. He a little pissed off.
Yeah.
Like how they gotta talk, man? You know what I mean? These voices to me don't. I don't know. It doesn't inspire. Chris Pratt. I don't look at Chris Pratt and think, oh, that dude could sound like Mario. Give me a big fat guy that has a squeaky voice to play Mario.
I mean, he does look like
It's me, Mario.
Mario too, right?
Give me a fucking Italian fat guy to play Mario. All right,
like in the movie they did back in the 80s, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me Louis. Get that guy back in here.
You want that Italian accent, that big Newark accent.
Italiano, yeah.
Forget about
it. Yeah. I want a mobster.
I got my neighbors. My neighbors at my other house.
I want a mobster Mario.
Ooh, Mobster Mario. I like that.
I want a mobster Mario.
Man, who would that be? Al Pacino and Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro. fucking Al Pacino as Luigi.
Right?
Robert De
Niro. You want the block?
Robert De Niro.
The fucking block on your head.
Robert De Niro as Mario. Who the fuck?
You really want the block, do you? I'll kill your whole family with this block. Right?
Nice.
We didn't get like what's his name? And then we could get like
it was a bad Robert De Niro, but
Nicholas.
something he'd say.
Get Nicolas Cage as Bowser. Get some old school actors in here. They'd be better off doing this shit. You get Nicolas Cage. Cage. I'm Bowser.
Yeah, right. That's how he talks.
I get Nicolas Cage. You get him as Bowser, bro. Get him in here. Peach. Who's Anya Taylor? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Anya Taylor-Joy? You guys even know who that is?
Let's see if I can bring this up here without. Yeah.
Ooh, she cute. Ooh. So she's her IMDb says she's the chick from Queen's Gambit. That Netflix show. And apparently she's been in like another movies, The New Mutants and something called The Witch, something called Morgan.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure she's really like her big hit was The Queen's Gambit, right? Oh, she was also in that movie Split, and the movie Emma, which came out last year apparently. Anyways, so apparently that's Peach. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, okay. I want... Peach, I guess. Okay, maybe.
Does she have the peachy voice?
Listen, if I was casting this shit, bro, okay, I'm getting motherfucking Robert De Niro as Mario. Right? Luigi's gonna be Al Pacino. Nicolas Cage as Bowser Gunny. Alright, for Peach, I'm getting Britney Spears. Alright, Nypron, we're getting fucking Britney, bitch. It's Britney, bitch. She's coming in as Peach.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong is gonna be motherfucking... who the fuck would be Donkey Kong?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah! Tom Cruise. Yeah,
there you go.
Tom Cruise would be Donkey Kong. Brad Pitt will be Cranky Kong.
Damn.
For Toad...
Okay.
For Toad, I would make Jack Black be Toad. Yeah, I mean this is my cast. Fuck this Chris Pratt, fucking Charlie Day, Jack Black shit, motherfucker. All right, Jack Black, you're still be in the movie, Jack, but we're making you be Toad this time, bro. Just saying.
In my head, I thought this movie was gonna be live action.
Live action.
Chris Pratt does look like Mario.
He does a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I could see him if you like shave his beard off and just keep the mustache. Give him like a red hat and a fucking overalls.
Mario.
He can pull off a Mario.
Same with Luigi too. He looks like Luigi as well.
He would be like a tall Luigi, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
I think he'll do good.
I think he won't do good, but it'll probably still be a hit. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna. I
think they just show the first trailer and then people will react.
He's
to
gonna
it,
have
and then we have to get.
He's gonna have to voice Mario for the rest of his life now. You hope he realizes that. They're like, we own your voice now. He signed a contract with Nintendo. He's like, we own your voice now, Chris. Sorry. All right. Moving on now, Gunny. More news. Oh, that's some big news here. This
Moving along.
is some big news right here. Okay, moving on. Activision Blizzard has agreed to $18 million settlement in gender discrimination case. That's right. Activision Blizzard on Monday. Today, Nypron announced
breaking news.
It has reached an agreement to settle the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's lawsuit alleging gender discrimination and harassment at the company. As part of this deal, Activision Blizzard is creating an $18 million fund to, quote, compensate and make amends to eligible claimants. Says here, funds that should go unused will be given to various charities that promote women in the video game industry to seek to improve diversity, equity, and inclusivity efforts. Says here, quote, there is no place anywhere at our company for discrimination, harassment, or unequal treatment of any kind, and I am grateful for the employees who bravely shared their experiences. Activision Blizzard CEO Robert Kotick said in a statement, said, I am sorry that anyone had to experience inappropriate conduct, and I remained unwavering in my commitment to make Activision Blizzard one of the world's most inclusive, respected, and respectful workplaces. We will continue to be vigilant in our commitment to the elimination of harassment and discrimination in the workplace. We thank the EEOC for its constructive engagement as we work to fulfill our commitments to eradicate inappropriate conduct in the workplace. That's right. That's right, Gunny. That's right,
I hear you, Bobby.
On top of the $18 million payment that Activision will be putting into this fund, Activision Blizzard said it is committed to the following. 1. Bullet point 1. Upgrading policies, practices, and training to further and prevent and eliminate harassment and discrimination in its workplaces, including implementing an expanded performance review system with a new equal opportunity focus, Gunny. Bullet point 2. Providing ongoing oversight and review of the company's training programs, investigation policies, disciplinary framework, and compliance by appointing a third-party equal opportunity consultant whose findings will be regularly reported to our board of directors, as well as the commission. And that's all the bullet points they put. Okay? So 2 bullet points, okay? Big commitments there, Gunny. 2 bullet points and $18 million. It's a slap on the wrist for a company that makes $18 million in 1 month just on Call of Duty sales.
So looking at these bullet points, and me not being in management or anything, but shouldn't these be existing policies anyway?
Yeah, they should be.
Right?
Yes. And I'm telling you, $18 million is literally 1 week of sales of Call of Duty. Literally, Call of Duty is the best selling. If you look at the NPD charts, which I do every other month.
Yeah.
NPD shows Call of Duty is always in the top 10, if not number 1 or number 2, every month of best-selling games of the month. Every single month. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War has been number 1 since it released last year, pretty much. There's been a few months where it has dropped to number 2 or number 3 because new games come out, right? Right? But it's always in the top 10. It never drops out of the top 10. And rarely, if it does, the next month, it'll be right back up in the top 10. This year, the best-selling game of the year is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. There's no other game that's sold more than it. So to say we're putting $18 million, yes, $18 million is a lot of money for me and you guys, right? I don't know about Mayo, he's rich. But for us, it's a lot of money, Gunny. And, but if you think in overall terms of a company that's worth billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, $18 million is like, it's like saying, okay, you have $1,000. I'm going to put in $20 into this fund. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Gunny, I'm putting in $20 out of my $1,000 into this fund.
Right, exactly. I lost, a quarter dropped out of my pocket.
Yeah,
Oops,
sorry.
let it go.
Yeah,
Some bum will find it, yeah. That's what this is. So
$18 million is how much money that Bobby Kotick probably spends on flying the company's private jet around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like gas getting expensive, for this thing. But oh well.
Man.
I'll just sell more Call of Duty. But yeah, kind of I don't know. I don't know how lawyers work and how things are. And what's the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission? It was definitely like a California thing, and
I'm pretty sure that's everywhere, isn't it?
So.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. I'm just trying to get I'm sure there's a lot more details to the case. I know we've talked about it a lot.
It's a federal thing, Gunny. The EEOC. It's the thing that like make sure there's like a minimum wage and there's like a federal rights where like women can get like maternity leave and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure OSHA got involved in everybody, and there's
FCC.
Yeah, and you figure like all the women, possibly men in this case, I can see a lot of it is confidential, right? Because they're not just popping out names everywhere. So that's cool that at least they can remain confidential and still be compensated. And it's not just one person getting one check, it's several or many. And others are going to women's charities. So I hope it's a win-win for everybody. And
yeah, I'm glad that they owned up to this, rather than keeping it all hush hush.
Yeah, at least
they
owned up to it.
And I'm sure there's more details, Nypron. Later on, we're going to find out later on after the NDA or whatever you want to call it is up, and we'll find out more on how long this went on.
Yeah, they're worth like $58 billion right now, and just that little amount is just.
It's nothing. Like I said, it's literally like somebody dropping like a $10 bill out of their wallet when they have $1,000 in their wallet. You know what I mean? It's like that's Okay, let's talk McChickens. You have 10 McChickens, Gunny. You drop the mayo out of one of the McChickens. That's what happened. Not even all the mayo, like half of it. Half of the mayo off of one of the McChickens.
Out of just one, right? Because I don't like the mayo.
What?
Hey, you eat mayo with McChickens?
Oh my god!
Okay? That was a bad example. You're supposed to say at least one tomato slice.
You want to talk McDoubles? Okay, we do McDouble math here. You got 10 McDoubles.
Fell out.
You got 10 McDoubles.
I get you, man.
One pickle fell out of one of the McDoubles, Nypron. Okay, one pickle fell out. That's what this is like. And you asked for extra pickles, so you already got extra pickles, but one fell out. So that's what this is like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You really don't lose the flavor of the pickles. It's just one of them fell out, Gunny.
Yeah. And on a serious note here, Jesus, because I'm really thinking about this here too, where, yeah, you're absolutely right. We can use 1,000 examples of this is a drop in the bucket, right? This is like, can we just agree to this set amount and then that be it, right? Because we don't want more and more lawsuits going down the line. We want to cap it out at this amount. Like, this is like Activision just taking that deal, right? It's dirty, probably. It could be worth more, right? Especially what's alleged, on details that we don't know about, right? Yeah. That maybe victims want to keep private. And again, I'm reading between the lines here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure also it's, Bobby Kotick's at the top, right? I'm sure there's a board. How many people are on the board? Normally 12? 10? I don't know. Right? So, and how much involvement did they ever have with human resources, Because there's that whole team there too, right? That's where this all led. So yeah, there's a lot of shit at the top that might need to be trimmed. And I know a lot of it has been, right? Yeah. The president, he stepped down, and another female employee said some dumbass things about women, and she was gone.
She got
next
fired.
Day. Was she fired, or did she? I don't know. Yeah, I would have fired her too when I saw the tweet.
No, officially, she stepped down. Officially, I think she officially stepped down.
It was
Yeah,
but
she
that's
didn't
just the
get
weirdest
fired.
thing or whatever.
She stepped down because that looks better when you go to a new company. You say you step down for, it looks better when you become an executive at a new company.
Yeah. I just can't believe the ignorance in some people, really. But okay, yeah. Glad to know that's what you're about. So
Yeah.
bye.
Another
But yeah,
news. Here, move on, Gunny. Another news. Xbox can technically play PS1 and Nintendo 64 games thanks to this new browser app.
Ooh.
a new browser app? Is it?
Yeah. So recently, Microsoft upgraded the Edge web browser for Xbox, bringing a host of improvements to the Xbox web browsing experience. It has now been discovered that gamers can use the Xbox Edge browser for more than just surfing the web, Nypron. It can also be used for porn and to run classic PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64 games. This article did not mention porn, but I threw that in there because it probably can be.
I was looking at the same. I'm like, where does it say that at?
Damn it.
As explained by pure Xbox and YouTuber Modern Vintage Gamer. Oh, thanks for the name drop there. The browser is capable of emulating PS1 and Nintendo 64 games, among other retro titles. These classic games are featured illegally on various websites on the internet, though they're all probably playable using the Microsoft Edge browser on Xbox. So while it can't be done legally, it is still technically possible for gamers to use this new browser, or this new Edge browser on the Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles to play classic games from the PS1 to the Nintendo 64. This new browser can be used to play newer games as well. Says here, Pure Xbox pointed out that Google Stadia is now playable on the Xbox browser, giving players access to Stadia's library of games. So there's that.
So, can you? So, how does that work with the PlayStation 4 and 5? Like, I know they have web-based browsers. What are they using?
Probably some hobo ass fucking
yeah.
Safari, some Safari trash or some hobo old fucking.
They're not probably. I mean, maybe
Opera fucking old shit.
Yeah, I think the PlayStation just it doesn't have a name. It's called PlayStation browser.
Browser.
No.
We don't know what to name this, guys. It's just browser. We don't know.
Yeah.
I would think that would just be able to play Stadia and
no,
or even xCloud.
Because Stadia requires some plugins, I think.
Oh, okay.
So
this probably comes with it already automatically.
No, it doesn't. Ooh. So I think Bing already comes with plugins on the Xbox. It'd be like your standard browser, just like on the PC.
Yeah.
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 But it's funny, like, I know that some of these things are like new, and now you can do it with the Xbox app or whatever. They do their updates every couple of weeks, and and I did play Hades. I streamed that to the cloud on the PC, which is plugged in, and it does work really good. I mean, I played that earlier this week. I was like, yeah, man, damn, that runs pretty damn good. But I can't play it on my iPad or iPhone. The lag there is just like, gosh, you can already hear it when you start the music, even if you let it go longer. Thinking it's going to catch up, and it just doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe it's the trash Apple. I don't know. Maybe Android works better, man. But yeah, I guess you can just play games anywhere now. That's the way Xbox wants to be. That's where they just want to play everywhere, play on everything.
I tried the Stadia on the Bing one time. It actually runs better than the Google Chrome. It's something with what they did with Bing that made the Stadia faster.
Is it maybe that it's reaching the Microsoft data center faster, or just the encoding on the browser? What is it that?
I think it's the encoding. Yeah, they did something with that. Because I remember they tried to advertise the new browser, and I remember them saying like, Stadia works great on Bing. It actually does, surprisingly.
The only time I go to Bing is just to like do like the searches for the points so I can get my $10 every month. Sometimes I don't even do that. I'm like, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna take no stupid quiz and go search for Britney Spears because she's the latest headline in the news, and then go see what Sleepy Joe has been ordering for food.
Yeah.
Our current president. Like, oh my gosh! All right, I'm done with Bing.
Bing
this month. Yeah.
I've noticed on the Microsoft PC settings that when you change your default browser, like if I change Bing to Chrome, they'll be like, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
Yeah.
They ask you like 3 times. I'm like, please, just change it to Chrome, please.
Change this shit,
right? Yeah.
Are you really sure you really want to do this?
Windows does that, huh?
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to use Bing or Edge?
Right.
No, I don't want to use your hobo ass Edge crap. Come on, man. It's better than internet.
Yeah, I'm good with Google Chrome. I love my Google Chrome.
Then they talk about like it's
fine.
It's 10 times faster than Chrome browsers. 10 times faster.
Yeah, even Googling Chrome on the Bing, they'll be like, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
Yeah, are you really Googling for Google Chrome browser download? For the Chrome browser down. Do you really want to search for this? No.
And then every so often, Yahoo tries to get their little fingers on it, don't
Yahoo's
they?
trash.
Like, how did that become my default browser?
That shit's dead. That shit was dead like 20 years ago. Well, remember,
it's still around though.
I remember when Firefox was like a big thing. Everyone liked Firefox for a while. That was like a few years ago, wasn't it?
Was it that in Mozilla? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Or Firefox used to be the shit. Anyways, we want some more news in the UK, guys. There's been new regulations released. That's right. Advertising Standards Authority in the UK, the ASA, has released new regulations regarding microtransactions and advertisements in video games. So, there is a new regulation, Gunny, for whatever the fuck all this shit is. So, the new release statement discusses how advertisements that appear through an in-game marketplace and digital storefronts might mislead consumers about the cost of these microtransactions and how they might coerce people into purchasing. However, the new statement does mention an obvious difference between video games that only let you purchase in-game currency through microtransaction and those that allow you to earn some of it too. It says here, following increased awareness of concerns raised by the public, the video game press, campaign and research organizations, and by government select committees about the potential for in-game purchasing, particularly of random item products, often called loot boxes, to cause harm and or to mislead consumers, the CAP and BCAP examine the role of advertising in this area with the view to determine whether regulatory intervention was appropriate. So, they pretty much bring up games like CSGO, and they compare that to gambling, stating that these loot boxes are based only on chance. However, the ASA also concluded further evidence in this regard is still needed, as the items obtained from loot boxes are restricted for use in a particular video game and cannot be cached. So technically they can't label it as gambling because they say that they can't really make, I don't think they really looked into this because people can make cash off of CSGO, can't they? Wasn't there like a whole website that was doing that? These guys were like... Yeah,
but they were shut down and people went to jail. I don't know the details on that, but I know a lot of people got in trouble.
Also there's a new rule for in-game currency through actual currency. So the organization made a rule that, for example, say you want to purchase something, Gunny, that costs 1,000 coins, right, in a game. Well, when you go to purchase that, in the UK, it must now also show the actual value, money value of that item. So it says 1,000 coins, but it also is going to say that 1,000 coins equates to $5 in real life money. So it must actually show that price now for UK gamers. I think that's actually a good idea. Because I think that a lot of people spend money on V-Bucks without realizing how much fucking V-Bucks are.
Yes.
You know, because it's the whole remember back in the day, Microsoft points?
I remember that. That immediately made me think of that.
It's the whole Microsoft point idea. That's the reason Microsoft did it that way, is to make more money off of people, you know? Because every time you bought a fucking a $20 card, it was 1,600 points, but every game cost like 800 points or 1,200 points, so you were left with 400. Well, no game cost 400 points. Except unless it was like a really trash game, you know? But most of them cost 800. So now you got to buy a card that's 400 or another card that's 1,600. Now you got 2,000 points. So you always had like some kind of balance of points left over on your fucking account, right? And who kept that money at the end of the day, Gunny?
Yeah.
Say if you died, say Gunny had...
Ooh, good point.
Say Gunny had 400 points left on his account, Nypron, and Gunny died. Do you think Gunny's family gets a check from Microsoft saying, "Hey, we closed Gunny's account and here's a check. Here's a check for the $5 that we had"? No.
No.
And you know what? I'm gonna file a lawsuit right now. Let's go, Gunny. Go to court right now.
Do you think that's why they eventually, or I can't remember when they transitioned
on Xbox?
Was it
the one?
Xbox One.
Yeah. But even then, like people load, like, that's what I want to know. What happens to that money? You load money into your Apple Wallet or your Apple account, or you load money into your Xbox account. Because I know there's people that's how they pay for games. They load money onto the Xbox. What happens to that money when you die?
Well, there's a lot of rules like regarding. I know each state is. I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
What
when
happens?
I think about like gift cards, for example.
Okay.
Is that like in the same?
Yeah. What happens?
Way? Yeah, each state is different, right? Maybe Jesus, you can probably come back and claim that. That was my kid. That was my kid right there. That
exactly. I mean, can I go back and sue Microsoft for every dead person and say that money belongs to me? Because obviously it doesn't belong to them. It belonged to the person that died.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably have a database or a list of like
who does this money belong to, right? Yeah, or something, right? Like that's why I told you guys digital death transfer needs to happen.
Yeah,
someone needs to come up with this company. I came up with this company. Someone needs to pay me money for my idea, and I'll let you make the company. It needs to happen. Digital death transfer is a thing. People die, and there's shit that's digitally, and no one gets it, and who keeps that money? The companies. And it is unfair, and I know people say, well, that's just capitalist society, bro. It's just that's the way life is. Companies make money. People die.
Man.
No, bro. No, man. No, that's not how it works. When you die and your house is fucking there, okay, your fucking family inherits that shit or something. You know what I mean? Doesn't just go. Well, I guess maybe unless you're really just dead and have no family, maybe it goes back to the fucking. What does it go back to? Like the fucking bank? I don't know. Think about it. If a rich guy dies, Gunny, a millionaire dies. A billionaire dies. He has no family whatsoever to take over any of his money. No heir to his estate at all. He had no family. All his family died in a tragic plane crash or something, right? Say they were all in the plane and the plane fucking blew up and crashed. So everyone in this family is dead. Who gets that money? Does it go into some fucking public fund, trust fund, public education? Does it go into some... What if he had no will? Where does that money go? Does it stay with the banks and the banks just keep it?
So, you know how like each state is different, right? I always think of like I try to break it down to that because you ever go to like
for these
there's a website you can go to, Jesus. Like if you go to the state of Oregon, like somehow you can find out like, oh Jesus, you had 100 Pornhub points or so. I'm just making shit up.
But I mean,
it's there, man. Like because you had like a Mervyn's or Kmart card. Right?
But how? How do you find this out?
Right. I guess you gotta have the resources, but that's the thing. Like, even if you died, like, who would, like, I don't know, your brother just who would you call?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If tomorrow you die, Gunny, hopefully not. I mean, knock on wood, Gunny. Hopefully you don't die tomorrow. But if you did, I feel like a dick for saying this. Yeah. but if you did, all right. and you have say you had $60 loaded into Steam because you really wanted to buy Far Cry 6 when they came out, and say you had another $60 loaded onto your Xbox because you really are a Battlefield fan, and you really wanted to buy Battlefield the day it came out, Gunny, and you just haven't pulled the trigger on pre-ordering yet because you're waiting to see which version you want to pre-order, but you got $60 in there just in case you want the base version, right? And you got $60 in your Steam, and say you got another $40 on your PlayStation just because you have $40 randomly on your PlayStation. You die. What happens to all that money? Like, unless your son knew how to access your accounts and your passwords, which I doubt he does, but say he did, unless he knew how to do all that, he cannot at any point call Steam or Microsoft and say, hey, look, my dad died. I want his money off of his account into my account. They're going to be like, well, provide us the password. What was his name? Provide us his secret answers to his questions. We cannot prove that this is your dad. Because I could call Microsoft right now and lie to them and say, Nypron is my brother. He died. I want all his shit. They're going to be like, well, okay, well, we can't just do that. You know what I mean? Like, you need to provide some information here, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if they don't have that? What if they don't know your email? What if you used another email for gaming and another email for your normal life, and they only know your normal email, and they don't know your passwords or your email addresses that you use for gaming?
And I think this, you're definitely onto it, because this becomes even more important now with Bitcoin.
Yes, Bitcoin is even worse because Bitcoin is locked to that wallet. That you forget the password to that motherfucker, you can't log into it. You're done. It's worthless. It is a paperweight. It is a paperweight, Gunny.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, people talk about all these like digital transactions, the future. Yes, it is the future, but at the end of the day, who keeps all the money that you have put into this shit? Because you don't want to put a credit card tied to your Netflix account, or you don't want to put a credit card tied to your Xbox, or a credit card tied to your Steam, or a credit card tied to your Nintendo, or because things get hacked. Steam gets hacked, Xbox gets hacked, PlayStation gets hacked. We've seen it before. PlayStation had a huge hack. All their passwords were stolen. Every single account was compromised on PlayStation, like in 2012 or whatever. Remember that big hack?
I remember
or
that.
2011 or whatever.
Bad. So
every single account was hacked. So there's reason for people not to trust these companies. Now, at the end of the day, like I said, if you die, who keeps all that money? Does Microsoft just keep all that money? Is it just them? They eventually say, oh, well, his account has been inactive for over 10 years. We're just going to disable it. Oh, you had $40 in there? Oh, well.
It's too bad.
Too bad. Yep. It's our $40 now.
It's been gaining interest anyway in our bank account. Yeah.
Isn't that nuts? I don't know why no one has ever thought of, like, people haven't brought this up more in the media and asked, like, Microsoft, yo, what the fuck are you guys doing with these? Or Sony, or Nintendo, or anyone, like, especially Nintendo too, man, because Nintendo locks shit out to different accounts. Shit that's on your 3DS cannot be transferred to your Switch. Switch is like the first console where they created a digital account. Which hopefully when the next console comes out, you can hopefully transfer your Switch account to that account. Because you can't transfer your Wii U account to your Switch account. That don't work. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean, Nypron? Like,
yeah.
Something needs to be done here. Someone needs to figure something out. Because that's a lot of money that's just being stolen by these companies. That is rightfully the money of, regardless if it's $5 or $1 or $1 million. It is money of your family, dude. I don't care if it's $5, Gunny. You know what I mean? Why should a company keep that?
I've entered quiet mode, Jesus. Now, let me just say, because it's time to wrap it up for me. I say gaming's $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
And there's got to be, you're right. $2 here, $3 here, $8 here. That's a lot of money that these companies have, in active accounts.
Yep. Just siphoning it. Oh, this guy has been gone for 20 years. Let's disable this account.
Yeah, Yeah, personally, I don't load money. Like, I don't load $100 in my Steam wallet. I just buy the game for exact price because that's what I fear. Like, if I ever have money in any like launcher or PlayStation or console, it's like I know it's gonna get lost somewhere. My account's gonna get hacked or it's gonna get spent. It's
But you gotta admit, Nypron, when you log into your Steam, you haven't logged in a couple weeks, and you're like, oh, that game's.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I have
Yeah.
$16 credit. Where? Oh yeah, I remember. Yes, let me.
Yeah.
I had $16 in there. I'm gonna buy that game. It's only half price now.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Anyways,
But I
that's
never use the
so
cards.
I like this new rules by the UK. Shout out to the UK. They're always looking out for their peoples. Also,
Thank you, mate.
last piece of news. Last one, Gunny. Last piece of news for you Apple fans out there, Gunny. And Nypron. I'm looking at you, Nypron. Big Apple fan over there.
Oh, God.
Apple is known. We all know Apple is known for the sleek, innovative look and designs and their game-changing products. But they've now outdone themselves, Gunny. Apple engineers have redesigned the face mask. That's right.
What?
They've announced the brand new Apple face mask. This is a new disposable face mask made by Apple exclusively for their employees at the Apple Store. You get a pack of 5. In this beautiful looking box. It looks like an iPhone box or something, and it's packaged very nicely, Gunny. It's packaged like an iPhone, like very sleek, nice packaging. You get 5 per box. Like I said, right now they're only exclusive to Apple Store employees only. But these are redesigned face masks. Like they were engineered by iPhone engineers, Gunny. That's right.
Wait, are they some kind of medical experts now?
Well, now no, but they redesigned the face mask. What's up, bro? Yeah. Just when you thought the world couldn't get any more COVID ready, Apple comes out with the Apple face mask. Yeah. That's
Just what we need.
It's a nice.
Just
They're
what we
becoming
need.
the new Juicy.
We need to end this thing now. Oh, but the Razer face masks are better.
Oh, I got an email from them because I remember I signed up for the beta thing.
Yeah, I've been seeing the Twitter account
like
active lately.
They're like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't choose you as part of our beta." I was like, "Oh, fuck! God damn it! God, I wanted one so bad."
You wanted a podcast with that thing because it has RGB.
Fuck yeah, I would have. I would have fucking sound like Bane and shit wearing that motherfucker. Anyways. Yeah, that's all I have for news, people. That's all I have. Anyways, Gunny, where can people, or what do you want to do? You want to console corner? Do you still have time?
So, yeah, really quick here. The PlayStation Plus and Xbox stuff, it's still the same stuff from last week. But Game Pass, you've got that game I mentioned, Sable. Subnautica Below Zero, which I think is a new game or some kind of extension or add-on, but it's a standalone. And I think I mentioned it last week, but Origami 2.
Nice.
Which is that Hobo Ninja game. Epic Store. Your new game for free this week is called The Escapist, so I think it's the original. So it must be old school week because the second game on the list, which is not available, but it might be by the time you listen to this show, because I think it's going to be September 30th, which is called Europa Universalist. What's IV, Jesus? Isn't that 4?
Yeah.
4, yeah. It's the original 2013 game. So, nothing extra on that.
The Game Pass games, are those only for Xbox? Or can I get it on the PC too?
So, I never, yeah.
Is it confusing?
Yeah, it's a little confusing because...
Yeah, okay.
Like, I guess it would take me a while to try to... Sometimes I actually go on my console and I'll just straight up look there. I don't go to the website. Or I'll go to my Xbox app here on the PC and just start listing off games, so I never differentiate. I guess it's a better way to explain it.
That's what I think I want to do for my new gaming PC. Get Game Pass and see like all the games in there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess what I was trying to allude to the last thing was, and I don't have the article in front of me, is that right from the Xbox app, and I haven't tried it yet, but I guess you can just stream all the games that you might own via Xbox/Microsoft, to where before it was just all the games that are listed on the app itself. So
yeah,
but I'll play around with it more this week. I know you were able to do it way back in the day, just through the Xbox app, which was a little bit different before Game Pass. So yeah, we'll see how that. Maybe I'll give out more details next week on that. But I want to move on to community questions for this week. We have on Facebook, and our first one comes from Sean Fuller, and he wants to know our favorite kind of coffee. Now, I love my coffee. I pretty much just buy, like, the two major brands that are always in my grocery store are always, when I think about like ground coffee or whole bean, which is usually what I do. It's either Starbucks or Pete's Coffee, or what is it called? Seattle's Best.
Seattle's Best, yeah.
Yeah. Those are all three pretty good coffees. And then I'll buy like some off brands every other week, something different. I hardly ever do I actually go to a Starbucks to purchase coffee. I used to, but I save so much money by just making it at home. I'll make my little 24 ounce in the morning and off I go. That's those are my coffees of choice.
Usually when I go to work in the morning, I get we have these K-cups, they're not, I don't think they're real coffee, but it still tastes good to me. But I usually get like Cinnabon. It's those cinnamon bread-ish. I usually get those. Pretty good. Very hearty, homey.
Yeah, I do those every so often. I also recommend the Nypron to you for the K-Cups is man, I forgot the name, but it's got like the green label on it. It's kind of like their own brand.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's a pretty good
something.
Yeah, it's pretty good quality as well. So some of it's regular, and they got caffeine free or whatever. Yeah, but those are good brands too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you drink coffee?
Sometimes. Yeah, I drink coffee. I just drink whatever.
Yeah, Dutch Brothers, right, Jesus? That's your thing?
Yeah, I like Dutch Bros a lot. I go there more often. Starbucks is just not my thing, man. Or I go to a local, this local coffee stand right here that's pretty nearby my house. This lady owns it.
Do you drink black coffee or with creamer?
No, I usually drink sweet shit. I like sweets way too
creamer
much.
Yeah. Overload that shit with creamer.
And sugar.
See, for me, I no cream. I do not like
straight black.
Straight.
What are you? What are you? Lactose intolerant?
No, I'm just not a big like cream. I don't know. To me, just give me black coffee with and I use either Sweet and Low or the yellow packets. I'm not a big like sugar fan.
Fucking boomer, you're fucking Sweet and Low and fucking blue packets.
but no, like I guess I will use like once in a while, maybe the holidays. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll put some cream in there, like a little tiny bit. Like it might change the color.
Do you guys drink tea?
Yes, black tea. Black tea is my favorite.
Just iced tea.
I drink iced tea too.
Iced tea.
I saw my coworker today because we have like a coffee maker at our work. We make coffee there, but there's also tea bags because there's hot water coming out of the coffee maker, so you can make some tea. and he was making some tea, and he put like milk in it and shit, and like sugar and like all that. I'm like, that actually doesn't look too bad. But I was like, I don't know if I would want, like, that's kind of just weird, right? Like tea with milk.
Milk tea. Yeah.
So,
sounds British as fuck.
My wife is from the Fiji Islands, right? So she is Indo-Fijian. She's not from India. Don't tell her that. She'd get mad. But no, so she makes tea every morning with milk.
Is that a British thing, Gunny?
It's definitely a British thing because you either have that or you have just black tea. Whatever you want, mate.
Oh my
Don't be
God.
cheeky, okay? That's what they say. Don't be cheeky. You either want black tea.
Is that what boba tea is? I heard that because that's pretty popular in Oregon right now. That boba tea crap.
Black tea or
boba tea?
Boba?
Yeah, what's boba
Boba is
tea?
just that's brown sugar.
Yeah.
That's
It's like little balls, right? You put little balls in the tea or whatever.
So Nypron, you know I like to visit my my Asian grocery stores.
Oh.
Right? I've sent you
We know this.
pictures before. Well, so
Nypron knows this.
ooh.
You know
No,
this,
so-
Nypron?
you know the ones with the curtains on it? No,
I
I'm
got it.
kidding. No, this is like Asian grocery. So the one I went to today, I think I got some because I'm part Filipino. If you guys don't, Nypron knows this. Other
Yes.
people don't.
Danny, you
So-
look like a white man.
No, but I bought some the boba tea, the brown sugar. It's funny you mentioned that, but now they have them in
Yeah.
like the 24 ounce cans.
Wait. Does it have the little balls in it? The little balls
Yes.
inside?
I
Yeah.
haven't tried it. It's
What
in the
are
refrigerator.
those?
Boba?
No, but what-
Isn't the world running out of boba or
Boba
something?
is-
There's like a boba shortage.
What are the little balls? What are those, Nypron?
They're called bobas. They're little.
The fuck is a boba?
Oh, right? They're jelly balls, right?
Big little balls in my drink. I want no balls in my drink.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
use a big straw to suck them up.
Oh my! Would you actually
Well, if you don't
eat
suck them
them?
up, just swirl them.
Yeah.
You eat those?
Sometimes. Yeah, you do.
Yes.
What do they taste like?
Like brown sugar. I mean, and it's very gelatinous.
Yeah, there you go. Gelatinous
Gelatinous.
balls, bro.
So all these girls are fascinated with gelatinous balls and their teas. Because I know a lot of girls that are into this shit, this boba tea shit. I'm telling you, there's like fucking
Yeah.
boba tea trucks everywhere around here. At the food pod, there's like boba fucking trucks and shit. Everyone's drinking the boba tea around here in Oregon. All the white girls are going crazy for the boba tea. What's going on, guys? They just like big jelly-filled balls in their drink.
I think so.
God, it sounds disgusting.
Hey, look, it got even me. I was like, I almost bought 2 of them.
Okay.
You buying the bobas, Gunny? You're drinking the boba tea.
Since you mentioned it a couple weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I have to buy one. I
Yeah.
bought the brown sugar flavored one.
it taste
I'm gonna
good?
try it. Maybe I'll. You know what? I tell you what. Next week, I'll save it and I'll drink it on stream.
Wait, but you gotta have a big straw. You're gonna eat the boba balls,
Oh yeah, I don't have a big straw, so I was just gonna guzzle it.
or you're gonna just put all the
I was gonna
balls in
slam it. You know,
Just
right here.
all the balls are gonna fall into your mouth at once.
Where are we going with this?
Yeah, Gunny's gonna have a mouthful of boba balls next
Oh,
week
man.
on the show.
Maybe I might choke on them.
Oh God!
You never know.
Wow!
Hey,
Guys,
hey
wow.
now.
Yeah, I know they have different flavors. They have strawberries and whatever the green one is. I think it's
Dude, they had like
green
So,
tea or something
so
like
there's
that.
different boba balls. There's not just one boba ball. There's
Yeah, and they're different colors too.
Oh,
like
I think there
strawberries,
was-
red.
there was like they had a green gourd flavored. I don't know I know what a gourd is, but I don't know if I'd want to try that one.
Ooh, what? And,
Yeah.
that sounds weird already.
They had like 7 different flavors. I was like, just go with the
But-
brown sugar.
Common one is brown sugar, like 100%. Very common.
So there's just brown sugar balls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
right, because if I go to a Thai restaurant, it makes sense more.
There's even milk tea ice cream with bobas in them.
Mm,
Like the little bars.
mess it up, man. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So you're eating ice cream, and all of a sudden you got a little ball in your mouth.
Yeah, frozen ones.
Oh my God! Choking on the balls.
Well, wait. Why would you choke on frozen balls? Oh my gosh!
You're eating the ice cream. You're putting the ice cream on in your mouth, and you got the balls coming in, and they're choking you. Oh my god!
Yeah, just bobas. Calm down.
Listen, in 2019, a 14-year-old girl was admitted to the hospital with 100 bubble tea pearls accumulated in her intestines. 100 bubble tea pearls, Gunny.
Oh my gosh!
Accumulated inside her intestines. 100, Gunny. 100.
Jeez.
All
What
right.
the heck? Not supposed to swallow them. You're supposed to chew them too.
Oh, so like what? They don't digest if you swallow them? Is that what it is?
Well, I would think if you're, well, I don't know. That's just too much at once.
She probably drink a lot of boba teas.
That's 100
How many?
gelatinous
Okay.
balls.
How many
like-
balls? Tell me, guys. How many balls are in an average tea size thing, drink cup thing?
I would say
50
20,
balls?
20 to 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say 15 at the minimum.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so say there was 20 balls. So she drank 5 boba teas. That's in a week, right? Like, but I mean, how do they not digest?
I mean, if it
How do they just get stuck in her intestines? What the fuck?
not as
100
doctor,
balls
you're
stuck in her
Did
intestines.
she drink? Maybe she asked for extra boba balls in the drink, and they put extra ones in there, and she drank like 4 drinks in a day.
yeah, if she just shoots these things and slams them like one after the other, right? It's
14
like
years
it's
old
bound
though.
to clot.
Yeah, she was 14. She didn't know better. She's probably hyper as shit, drinking a bunch of boba tea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
hot, thirsty. Yeah, that's
That's too many for.
So it's a lot of bobas around here. Lots of bobas. I mean, it's just I'm just wondering, guys. I mean, what this whole
Just
fad is about. This
just find a boba shop next to your house.
Look,
and-
there's a boba tea place right down the road. They sell the
Yeah.
bobas. They sell the tea. They got little balls in all colors. They're like, you want the balls in your drink, man? We'll put balls in your drink. How many?
and Jesus trying to ask for Pokeballs over there. Like,
many
no, you're at
balls?
the wrong place.
How many balls do you want? I want all the balls. What do you mean?
I guarantee you it will change your life.
Oh,
You
wow.
try it.
Oh, that's what she said. Okay, well.
Yeah.
All right, Jesus. All right, guys. Sean wants to know, where does space end, and what is beyond that?
Death. I don't think space ever ends. Honestly,
Yeah, I think Toy Story, where he says, to infinity and beyond. Nobody knows where it goes. Yeah.
I don't think it ever ends. I think it just goes on forever and ever and ever. And I think there's infinite galaxies with infinite worlds, infinite planets, infinite galaxies all around everywhere. And we're just one little planet in one little galaxy, the Milky Way, and there's tons of other galaxies out there. And think about it, right? Because they say that there's these black holes out there, right? That they've seen like destroy like planets and galaxies and whatnot, and supernovas and shit, superstars that blow up and destroy whole galaxies. You think about that, man. Think about living in one of them galaxies, knowing that your world is about to just end. Like everything around you is gonna end. Your sun's about to burn out. It's about to blow up. It's about to go supernova, Gunny. What do you do in those moments? Do you just say fuck it, like fuck it? Just gonna just sit here and wait, or what if you realize that your universe or your galaxy is being sucked into a black hole? Would you even notice, or would you just die, or would you just go to a new universe, or would you go to a new dimension, Gunny? What would happen? Gunny, you're muted.
You're muted.
Gunny's muted. Gunny, I don't think he can tell that he's muted. He must not be able to hear us.
No, I'm sorry. I was getting yelled at over there because it's quiet time.
Sorry.
But I was watching one of those YT vids showing what happens when you go into a black hole.
The white tees figured it out. Okay, what happens when you go into a black hole, Gunny?
So it was just kind of showing what you see and how it almost appears like let's say you were out of a space shuttle and you were kind of launched towards it just at regular speed, and how it almost appears like it's getting away, or it's getting further away when it's actually getting closer, or you're getting closer to that hole, and how when you're sucked in you can still see the space shuttle, the stars, and then eventually
you could still look back and see the stuff.
You could still look back and see the stuff, and then how eventually the gravity just gets stronger and stronger, and then it just stretches you like it will stretch you like till you just like disintegrate.
You explode pretty much
like Elastic Man.
Damn.
So we would die if we went into a black hole.
Yeah, that's what they say. But
what happens at does the black hole go anywhere? Or is it just a energy thing that expands and just
so then they say like nobody knows after that.
So in reality you could be pulled apart and then put back together in another dimension.
Correct. That we don't know,
But
right?
no
So
one-
that's the thing, right? Where it's almost like that flat space at the bottom of the black hole, right? That what happens after that, nobody knows.
What if there's like a whole other dimensions out there, Gunny, that we don't never fucking even know about? We just know about this dimension with all our galaxies, and we look at its stars and we see all these planets and all these other galaxies with crazy stars and shit, and we're like, what if there's a whole other dimension with an Earth doing the same exact thing, and they're wondering, what's on the other side of that black hole? And we're sitting here wondering, what's on the other side of that black hole? And we're both sitting here wondering, we both could just send everyone into the black hole and we get to meet up.
Yeah, so that's the thing, like where we need to send some probes over that way, but I know they're light years away. But,
how close does a black hole need to be to our galaxy to suck us into it and kill us?
Damn, that's a good question.
Like, could it be like super far? Like, does it have to be like near Pluto? Does that, at that point, like, we just get all sucked into it like one by one, or does it happen? Does it happen slowly? Is it?
I think it depends on how big the black hole is, because
Can they be bigger than our galaxy?
I've seen pictures of the black hole eating a whole Milky Way galaxy. You know,
So there could be a black hole that's bigger than our entire galaxy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And they could suck us at once, like everything at once.
Yeah, apparently.
That is scary. That's like, what if God is the black hole? No, seriously. What if God is the black hole? What if there's an alien controlling that black? What if the black hole is the computer program when you hit delete? Holy shit. Gunny, what if the black hole is a computer program? You hit delete and you go into the black hole.
It reminds me of the Matrix, man.
Oh my god. The boba teas, it all makes sense now.
Okay, too much boba balls for you, man. Bill Gardner, Bill Gardner the second wants to know which bear is best, or is it beer?
Bear.
Which bear?
I'm gonna say black bear, grizzly bear, black bear, polar bear. But see, polar bears I think would be the best out of all of them. It's just the problem with polar bears is they're made for the snow, and they really cannot like fight a grizzly bear. But I would feel like if you put a grizzly bear against a polar bear would probably fuck it up, dude. Right?
Why is that?
Because polar bears, I think they're just bigger in general. I think they're just bigger than a grizzly bear. In general, like in size, you know, like a fucking polar bear is like huge. You ever seen a polar bear, Gunny?
I've seen them on the National
They're
Geographic
fucking huge,
YT
right?
video.
These YTs. So, okay, you go to the YTs and you search polar bears. Those motherfuckers are like super predator apex hunters, man. They like swim really good. They can be in extreme cold weather. They're super hunters, and they can live like with little food. Like, it's crazy how little food they can live off of. And like a grizzly bear, I feel like would be just a little bitch compared to that dude. He would be crying about the cold weather. But same thing, you put a polar bear in the fucking forest and it's hot, he'd probably be bitching about the hot weather. He'd probably be like, "Oh, this hot weather, fucking. I need some boba tea. I need some tea to get."
Give me that brown sugar balls.
That's the boba balls in my mouth. All right, and then, but maybe a black bear though. Those motherfuckers come in, fuck shit up. There's black bears. There's grizzly bears. Yeah. There's polar bears.
What about the panda bear?
Mm-hmm. Panda bear, I feel like he's just like chilling. He's just like, bro, like, leave me alone. I'm just chilling. I'm eating bamboo over here. Fucking, put me on a fucking rice bowl. On the logo.
Give me a belly rub. Yeah, like that thing's got a little lazy.
Give me a belly rub my belly. Feed me some fucking bamboo, and I'm just chilling, bitch. Don't fucking ask me questions. But I bet you a panda bear could fuck you up if you fucking pissed it off. Oh, I bet you they'd fuck you up, Gunny. They'd fuck up.
You think
human.
so?
They would fucking fuck up a human bad.
What if I try to put an HGP hoodie on that thing?
That motherfucker would beat your ass. Be like, bitch, give me some boba tea. Like whooping your ass. Koala bear. Is koala a bear or is it just a koala?
It's a bear.
It's a bear, right?
Yes.
Those are cool little bears, but I feel like those things would fuck you up too if you pissed them off.
They have them claws.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they would fuck you up.
They all have claws, but
they all have claws, but you know what we mean. I'm just saying, if I'm in a forest, man, and I see a brown bear, like a grizzly bear, or like a fucking black bear, no matter what bear I see, if I'm in the fucking wild and there's a bear in front of me, I want to be pretty fucking scared, dude. Because bears are pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay, even though they're fucking huge, they're really fast, guys. And bears are they're really good climbers. So even if you climb a tree, this is the worst thing to do when you see a bear is to climb a tree. Because that motherfucker will climb the tree to get you. Alright? They will climb that tree so fast, you would be dead so quick, and they fuck you up. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyways, I would be scared of all the bears. But if I was a bear and I wanted to be a bear better than the other bears, if I was in the cold, I'd want to be a polar bear. If I was not in the cold, I'd want to be a motherfucking black bear.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to be no koala bear, no panda. Maybe if I was in the zoo, I want to be a panda bear. But
koala bears, you can sleep for the whole day. You don't have to worry about anyone.
That's true.
Who are they? Who hunts? Like, what's their animal predator? What hunts a bear? What hunts bears in the wild? Like in the forest, what hunts the grizzly bear? Is he the apex predator of that land?
I would think so.
There's nothing that hunts them, right? Besides humans, right?
Yeah.
Like what hunts? He's like the lion of the jungle. Like the motherfucker is the top dog, you know?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like what's bigger, but like, I mean, if we're talking Africa, the elephant, but the elephant is not like.
The elephant isn't gonna attack a bear.
Yeah, no.
Plus, there's no elephants in the forest.
Okay.
We're talking like the Pacific Northwest or California. Like you go to the forest.
Yosemite. Yeah, you're right. There's no elephants there.
What is
last time I checked?
What is the predator of the bear? There is no predator to the bear. The bear is the apex predator, regardless. Maybe the other bears, like maybe a black bear, will fight.
Rival bear?
They'll fight, maybe, but I don't think they'll hunt them.
What about West Side Bear over there in Yosemite? Right, West Side.
West Side.
Come over here.
What about Smokey the Bear? Smokey the Bear's a little bitch. Dude, just fight forest fires.
No, I don't trust a bear with a hat.
Fucking asshole. Neither do I. Fuck that guy.
Ranger hat. Yeah.
Looks like a cop.
I was thinking maybe anaconda.
Ooh.
Or crocodile.
There ain't no fucking crocodiles in the forest. Like,
how do you know?
What?
There could be alligators there in the Siskiyou County forest down by
where?
Nypron. Yeah. They might live in the swamp, but we don't have any water here. So.
Fucking crocodiles and alligators. There ain't no fucking crocodiles in Oregon or alligators right around the fucking forest. If I'm in the forest and I see a fucking crocodile, I'm fucking gonna call the cops, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is there a crocodile in the fucking forest?
They're gonna be like, "Sir, how many boba balls have you drank?
Are you high on them boba balls again, Jesus? Stop calling us." Yeah, there is no hunter to the bear, man. The bear is the apex dog, like the top motherfucker of the forest. He may fight other bears for territory, but the bear is the boss. Right?
That's it.
At least in North America. I don't know about like the koala bears. Like, he's probably a little bitch. He probably gets hunted all the time by other shit, like snakes or something.
You think maybe if a bear got bitten by a poisonous snake, it would still live? Because all that fat on him?
That fucking bear would probably step on that snake and fucking kill it in 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would just depend, right? Like, how many bites could it take from, maybe if it was multiple snakes, it could probably take it down with the amount of poison.
There would have to be a lot of snakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Because bears are what, like 400 pounds, maybe 500 pounds?
Maybe that could be it, Nypron. That'll be our next movie. Snakes in a forest.
Snakes and the bear. Drinking boba tea. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Man,
that's the bear. Every bear is the best. Every bear is the best. That's all I want to say.
I was going to say, last question for this evening. Darren Hilton wants to know if he should get Diablo 2 Resurrected on PC or the Series X.
What do you play on the most? Okay, let's put it this way. The friends that you plan to play this with, where are they playing this?
Yeah.
That's where I would get it.
Yeah, because this game is not crossplay.
Oh, it's not?
It is not. So, yeah, you're right. You should definitely play on whatever platform that your friends play on. Because I highly recommend playing this game with friends. It's more fun.
It's boring by yourself. I play these types of games by myself, man. I'm like, I get fucking bored. I'm like, God, this is boring, dude. It's like, yeah, playing Diablo. I remember playing Diablo 3 by myself. I was like, God, this is so boring. I don't know how anyone could fucking do this. Shit, dude. I was like, this is to be the most boring fucking game I've ever played in my life by myself. You're literally just not. There's no fun in it. It's like, you just I'm gonna run there, shoot everything over here, fucking fight everything.
Yeah.
Go north. I'll go this. I'll go. Oh, the big boss. Or fight him. Oh, okay, I beat him. Okay, like there's nothing fun about it, dude. Like, it sucks. It fucking sucks.
It is.
Yeah. Play with your friends, Darren.
Do you have the next question?
No, I don't have any more questions.
Okay.
That was it. That was. I mean, I could check if there's more questions.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check for you, Nypron. I will check for you. Is there any more questions? No more questions.
To Discord.
No more questions. Yep, no questions on Discord.
Yeah.
That sucks. Fucking sucks. Anyways, that being said, I guess you can find Gunny Chief on everything as Gunny Chief. On Twitter as something called Kane Marston Kane. Fuck his name is. Find him on Xbox as Gunny Chief. Find him on Steam as Gunny Chief or the Gunny Chief. Something. On PlayStation 5 he is HGP _Gunny. Gunny _HGP. HGP Gunny. I don't know. Something
like that.
You could probably find me, JesusWalksAlot, and then find him through my friends list. That'd probably be easiest. Shout out to all the people on PlayStation that I see playing games. I'm definitely gonna buy that Kenna Bridge of Spirits. It looks like a lot of fun. I was just telling me that it was like a mix of Tomb Raider with like Zelda, like some Zelda puzzles and shit in there, but like it felt like Tomb Raider-y, But the combat was actually a little bit difficult. He said at times he like really had to put that shit in baby mode because the bosses were so hard. So I look forward to playing that. I probably won't beat it this week because I'm going to try to finish Deathloop. That's the goal this week. And then I'll move over to that. And then Far Cry comes out fucking soon, man. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to do? Where can we find you, Nypron?
You can find me on most social platforms like Twitter, Discord, Instagram, all that stuff as Nypron. And you can also find me streaming on twitch.tv. I think the game I'm playing right now is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm trying to beat the game, but at this rate, every time I play the game, I fall asleep. The story is so unimpactful. It's so boring.
Did you fall asleep on stream?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Oh my god, Nypron, what are you doing? This is terrible.
Yeah, the story is boring, man, but I'm gonna try to power through it. It's one of those things where like I hate when games start off with like your character would be like, "Hey, what's up? It's been a while since I've seen you. How you been?" It's like, I don't know him. It's yeah. I feel like Assassin's Creed's story is very unimpactful.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that I'll probably play Kenna on stream. So let's see. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Jesus.
Hey, I just subscribed to you on those Twitch
what?
machines. Yeah.
No way. Thanks, bro.
Give you a sub.
Are you serious?
Yeah, give you a sub. Big Nypron.
I'm thinking of streaming on YouTube. They're upgrading their game on stream, man. They're actually.
What are they doing? Tell us the scoop on this.
They actually updated YouTube where you can gift sub, just like, like in Twitch you can gift sub and all that. They updated that, and they also updated their algorithms so that way, if you're a small streamer, you have a better chance of getting known. So instead of the number of viewers that you have, how like on Twitch page, if you have like a lot of viewers, you would be on top.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would discover you, right?
Yeah.
But on YouTube, they're changing so that if you have a very active chat, your page will be noticed. Or say your quality, you have like 1080 quality for your stream. Most people want to see that, They don't go by viewers anymore. So, I'm gonna try it out, see how it is.
Says here, Dr. Lupo is moving to YouTube.
Yes, yeah, Dr. Lupo. There's Tim the Tap Man, whatever. They all moved with Dr. Disrespect. All the big streamers are moving over.
Oh, because Dr. Disrespect got fired from Twitch, right, or something.
Yeah.
Like fucking let him go.
Yeah, he was complaining like it's really unfair that Twitch banned him,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's cool. I might have to check that out. That's nice. Anyways, speaking of streaming, YouTube, Facebook gaming just showed up on my shit. Wow. Yeah, there's a few people doing Facebook gaming. Anyways, find me on everything as JesusWalksAlot. I'll be playing some more games this week.
Mm-hmm.
Find me. Let's play. Man, I really was hoping that we got a Battlefield beta this month. Nothing happened.
Oh, it got delayed.
Yeah, it got delayed.
No.
So we'll probably get a beta next month when they were supposed to launch. Anyways, peace out, Brussels sprouts. Keep them boba balls out your mouth. And we'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Goodbye, good night, or good day, good morning, whatever the fuck you're doing. Have a great and awesome fucking day. I love you. Yes, you, especially you listening. I love you. Yeah, fuck yeah. Anyways, stop thinking about them balls in Gunny's mouth. Just stop. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Nypron.
Bye, guys.